Oh, we didn't have the song set up, huh? I guess we're live and let's go with this.
In a world of steel, a giant stands, a mech with heavy man's commands, each step a quake, a thunderous might, eyes aglow in the endless night. A taint beneath, dark and vast, power fierce, shadows cast, a mighty taint beneath its core, a warrior spirit, ancient lore. Welcome, Tainted, a lace-up tunic or medieval hoodie. Welcome, Tainted, let's talk about color, or should we? Welcome, Tainted, thinking outside the blocks. Welcome, Tainted, thanks for joining us, you rock. Welcome, Tainted, prepare to have your fun hole rocked. Welcome, Tainted, enjoy the Chronicles of Dark Song. Welcome, Tainted, thinking outside the blocks. Welcome, Tainted, thanks for joining us, you rock.
All right. Good evening, everybody, and thank you for joining us for Think Outside the Blocks, your weekly official Brickworld live stream where we talk to you about thinking outside of the perceived rigidity of the Lego medium and also thinking outside of your mental blocks. I, of course, am one of your hosts, Mark Larson, Chief Brick Officer of Brickworld, and this guy over here, the guy on my left, everybody's favorite host, Z Cerberus, Mr. Ben Hauger. How you doing this week, sir?
I'm doing all right. I've got a new microphone today. Hold on a second.
Nice. Yeah, sounds good.
We got the mute button. So
Nice.
yeah, I guess tell us how our levels sound today. If I, sound terrible or something, you guys should let us know.
Please do.
But an exciting week, Mark. And
Yeah.
I don't want to bury the lead, so let's just pull up the today's show brought to you by the letter G.
Yeah.
Getting really close. Actually,
We're over.
we're over. And if
Yeah.
we are over 1 grand, 1 G, our letter can't be G anymore.
I know. What do we do?
Well, I think we cross them all out
Oh, nice. Look at this.
and we move on to a new letter.
Okay.
And what, of course, is the letter after G?
H?
H.
Oh, look at that. All right, cool.
We're
Look at
going
what
with
I-
H today.
I'm a
Here it
smart guy.
is.
Hey,
These
we're there.
topics way totally different than the other ones we had. Today I sound a little louder than you. How crazy is that?
Ooh, nice. Maybe I do a little bit of this and we get a little.
Or I can
Even
turn
that
down
out.
the gain. We can try all kinds of stuff. But
Oh, look, you
Run
got
a
all sorts
show
of
this week.
controls there.
hey, we're there. We're over 1 G now.
Yes, thank you everybody for who joined us this week. We had a little help, I think, from Pop's Block Shop. I think got a lot of his followers to follow us. One of the guys who vends at the Brickworld Expo shows and Chicago as well, of course. And he sent out a little call to his followers, like, "Hey, why don't you follow these guys?"
Join
And I was
this
like, "Oh,
guy.
that's nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah." So
And
thank
then
you,
we
Pop.
can get to a couple of our other topics here. We got
Yeah.
heebie-jeebies. We're going to talk about 2 different kinds of bugs invading our lives.
Hmm.
How's your build going? Great? Question mark.
Or not at all. I didn't build this week. Sorry.
Cool. We're going to talk about a hated new set for some reason.
Yeah.
We'll talk. We'll try to bounce the bad news off, get some good news in there.
Yeah.
And we'll get some high praise and some glowing reviews. And then we'll do ourselves a close call and a rant.
Yeah.
And next week I'm out. You're here. So I don't know what that's gonna look like for you. I guess you're gonna tell us.
I guess so. I'll see who so I can trick into joining me.
Yeah. But before any of that, we got to get to these. We've got a big happy
Yeah.
birthday to Mark
Yeah.
and another
you.
happy birthday to Mark.
Thank you.
Our October Scorpio is another year older.
Yes, I am.
So here we go.
48.
Exciting. 48, yes.
Yikes. Who else we got here in the house? We got channel member Rob Claxton. Brick Dad Builds, who Brick Dad Builds. I really need to update that member list on the end of the intro song there, don't I? I knew I forgot to do something this week. I'm still sick. Like it's week 3 of being sick, and I've been trying to shake it and did not get a lot of extra stuff done this week. Actually, trying to get ready for a surgery that I need coming up, and trying to shore up like all the stuff that needs to be done with my staff members, kind of trying to delegate a lot of things out so that I can prepare for that because it's right before Holiday Joy. And so we'll see how that goes. VMAC Attack, the channel member is in the house. Brick Orphanage is here. Hello. Channel member Amy Schultz is also here. Channel member Alternate Candidate is here. Brickhead Brad is here. Welcome, Tainted. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for getting us to 1,000 followers. We really appreciate the support over the last year and some odd months, like a year and a half, I would guess. This is episode number 74. Thank you, Ron Smith, channel member. And now when you watch our videos back, there's going to be ads in them. So thanks for getting us to the point where you can watch commercials when you watch our live streams back. We got some pretty cool new videos up there, Ben. I would say thank you. That was a great birthday gift. That 1,000 subscriber video you made. That's
up a 1K
really
subscriber video if you want to check it out. It's about
like
11 minutes long.
Yeah.
And it covers sort of our journey to 1K. It doesn't always have the very best clips from each of the shows, so you can always go back and enjoy them.
Yeah.
But Lego Crimes was in there.
Yeah.
Do you even Star Wars, bro? Mara's rant.
The
discovery of Tainted.
Yes.
Yeah, we had all kinds of good stuff in there.
The origins of the Tainted. Yeah,
Yes.
that was quite enjoyable to watch today while I was doing tonight's silliness.
and I did put a song in there that means that one can't be monetized, so just enjoy it for what it is.
Exactly.
But I feel like it needed Tainted love to complete it.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
So,
and I think maybe it won't get demonetized because it's only in there for a few seconds.
I don't know.
But Amy Schultz enjoyed it.
Little video.
That's how I was aware that it happened, because she made a comment on it, and I got an email that there was a comment on the 1,000 subscriber video, and I was like, "What is that?" I've never heard of such a thing. Yeah. Who's making videos on my stream? It's my co-host.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, I was even thinking of trying to do a song, and it did not turn out well, so it became that video. An 11-minute song video would not have been good anyway.
Yeah, that might have gotten a little tedious. It is possible to make an 11-minute song. It stops at around 15 minutes. That's when it starts getting like, okay, this song is too long, and it's just like, yeah, but it's fun.
But I've had some trouble. That is an issue.
Yeah, exactly. Let's not get into that. I have quite a few song lyrics written, and I've tried to get them started with our garage band. I just haven't been having the same luck that I used to have. It's they did an upgrade. Yep. And it's a little bit trickier. There's some settings. Perhaps next time we meet, Ben, I can go over what I've found to make it easier. But it's just not the same old garage band that we used to have. We
had some problems for sure. Yeah, I mean, I was trying to do some punk pop.
Mm-hmm.
It could not do punk pop for me. I tried to do a couple different songs to chunk it up, make chunks of it. It just wasn't putting wasn't absorbing what I was putting down.
Yeah. Oh, that's another one I forgot to do is Super Hawk's song that they made for me for the U-Haul accident.
Yeah, everyone's still waiting on the Marcus peeing video too.
We gotta have a video of that,
or song at least. Yeah,
have a video of that.
I'm not gonna video you peeing, but come on.
That's what it sounds like, though.
Yeah. So
for those of you who are joining us for the first time, we're not going to have videos of me peeing, just in case you were worried.
No. So we were going to talk about some bugs. You've already talked a little bit about your bug.
Bug.
Which is your little bit of sickness.
Yep. I got an appointment with my doctor tomorrow, and he thinks it might be walking pneumonia, and that might be why I haven't been able to shake it. So maybe I'll be on steroids next week. We'll see.
Oh, cool.
But it's all just kind of like sinus pressure and headaches, and like I'm kind of over it. I mean, I wish I was over it. I'm definitely over having it. But yeah, if you're joining us for the first time, or if you're joining us for the 74th time, definitely hit that like button if you like what you see. And I don't want to force you to do anything you don't want to. But if you do like this our live stream, and you do like this episode so far, smash that like button for us, please. And of course, if you haven't already subscribed, we just hit 1,000 subscribers, but we are not we're not opposed to having more than 1,000 subscribers. So
Yeah.
if you want to subscribe, you'll get notifications. And if you join as a member, you get some membership perks. They're very slim at this point, but we're working on some fun stuff for our members in the future. So,
Well,
um,
I mean, I guess you can consider this, right? We
mhm,
for in a month we do probably at least usually 12 hours worth of live streaming, and
yeah,
occasionally we get up another video. Is that worth $2 to help us make some silly songs or take part in what I'm considering perhaps we should really, you know, call ourselves a variety show? I mean,
I
we get
agree.
lots of crazy stuff out there.
We sure do. I think those are my favorite clips
um
too. Those are definitely my favorite segments where we're not talking about our mock. I do love that we talk about our mocks every
we
week
do
and
that
keep
too,
that
yeah.
the focus. But I haven't had new mocks for 2 weeks. But I do like we're gonna discuss Lego news because it's a Lego live stream. That's what Brickworld's about. It's about the Lego fans. But I do like just the goofiness that we come up with probably best. And
It's
like
Lego adjacent usually.
and
So
Matt's been really trying to pressure me to get out of here before 10. And he just has this idea that it's like, oh, just tell everyone that you got to go. Just take one more question. And I'm like, we're not sitting here taking questions. It's like
yeah.
we schedule quite a bit into our, and ever since I said I'm tired of the number six because I have a fear of the number six from being raised born again Christian. Um, we've our agenda is always more than 6 items now.
Yeah.
VMac Attack says he has the harvest bug. There's lots of crop dust in the air.
Hmm.
Brickhead Brad says Mark's reminding me of the Friends episode with Phoebe and her sexy phlegm. I don't remember that episode, but I will say that one thing that this virus has given me is a nice deep baritone.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, I usually have a deeper voice, but this is very deep.
Very. Yeah.
Brickhead Build says has the same sickness here. Yeah, it's going around. So walking pneumonia supposedly is going around.
Mhm.
Being a member and soon watching ads is worth it. Oh, thank you, Amy Schultz. That's a very positive outlook
Yeah.
on this. I appreciate that.
You also told me Orion's got a bit of a cough.
And she's still coughing. So she's
Okay.
also been coughing for like 2 weeks. And
Do they have doggy walking pneumonia?
I don't know, but apparently dogs can get pneumonia.
Okay.
They can't be passed. It's not the same strain. It can't be passed between human and dog. But I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, she's looking up at me like, you're saying my name. Are we going for a WALK? Because we only got to take her for one today. Because while I am still feeling sick, I did go out for my birthday last night with some friends I hadn't seen in a very long time. And I got home at like 3 a.m. So I was very tired today. And Matt took her to the park and he's like, I'm only taking her once. So he took her for like 2 hours. But she's used to going twice. So she's being very antsy right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I had a bug issue too, but mine is got nothing to do with being sick. I've got this going on.
yikes.
Yeah, so this is the time of the invasion of the Asian lady beetles, I think people call
Yeah.
them, or whatever the case is. They look like ladybugs, but they're not.
They're not.
They're
They're
not.
like tomato soup.
Yeah, they're more tomato
Ladybugs.
soup than red.
Yeah.
And you find them clustering like this. And I know this is not nearly as bad as a lot of people experience.
Mm-hmm.
But the way you get rid of them is you vacuum them up, which is, super interesting to vacuum little bugs out of your doorway like this. So it's been a lot better. But it is that season where the pest bugs are trying to get into your house here in Minnesota because it gets cold. So we get these and stink bugs
Oh,
that try to
yikes.
get in our house. Yeah.
Stink bugs are the worst and they're hideous.
They are very ugly. I mean, at least the Japanese lady beetles or
Mm-hmm.
Asian lady beetles or whatever their technical name is, at least they kind of look like ladybugs.
Yeah.
They're maybe even slightly prettier color in some sense sometimes.
Yeah.
But they are pests. They leave stains when you kill them if you smash them, and they do release a stink. They can bite you, but they won't really hurt you. So technically,
Still.
ladybugs can do that as well.
Yeah.
So you don't want them around, but it's not like the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, true. I have to agree with Amy Schultz here. This has been probably one of the more stressful parts of the last couple of weeks is her being sick because I mean she can't tell you what's wrong and like she has these little cough tabs, but like the coughing just like it keeps happening and the cough tabs are like an expectorant. So sometimes her cough is very wet and concerning sounding. And like when you can't really help her and you can tell she's not feeling well, it's very anxiety inducing and just adding to kind of the stress around here in the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
And trying to find a nice reprieve from sort of the just a little bit of bad luck and bad news over the last several weeks, but whatever. Always looking forward. Always trying to find the joy in every day. Some
Find
days
the
are
joy
harder
in
than
life.
other. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. My
Why
my
not?
kids also don't like that I shaved my beard down a little. I've got to grow it back out. But they always give me a lot of guff when I shave it shorter.
It looks good, I think.
Um, well, I mean, Mara didn't write a song about my beard being weird, but my son really doesn't like it. So
Really? Okay.
yeah, it's always funny that he gets so upset about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was our weeks. We're only 15 minutes in. Are we already ready to talk about MOCs?
Yeah. Let's do
How
it.
is that possible? Let's do it.
All right. You are up, sir, because I do not have one.
Yeah, we are because we have 1K subscribers and we're gonna mix it up. I also have to technically change my microphone now. We haven't done that before.
Ooh.
We're gonna run the long walk-up song today.
Oh,
so
okay.
Here it comes.
Give you some.
Server us, his name is Ben. This man is cool, he's always zen. Mark calls him the man to the left. Is he our favorite host? Most deaf. He builds all themes, a crazy mix. Go catch them on his Insta pics. Yet here he stands, a broken mind. Do castles suck? Or are they divine?
Everyone kept saying this weird thing to me that I preferred space to castle. And they kept saying that I was promoting this rumor. I felt very gaslit.
He lets his kids join him on the stream. He ain't much to see, but his wife's a dream. He's Daddy Ben when he puts down the brick. But you can call him Z when he's getting clicks. A man of split minds torn apart. Caught between his head and heart. Castle stand in full core E. In his soul, spaceships run free.
There is no proof that I have ever said anything negative about Castle in my entire existence. In fact, look at my title. It says Ben Loves Castle.
His walk-up track is almost done. He's about to pull up the show run. Did he build a computer this week? Or will he show us something more sleek? Castle banner, ship engines glow. Hover, tank, Ted to the show. Remember to hit subscribe and like. Mark and Ben gonna draw the mic.
Nice.
All right, there we go. The
All
longer
right.
song today. And we'll throw up the castle. Again, we still are on this castle. Is my mic sounding good?
Sounds fine to me.
We managed to switch to the right thing then.
Nicely done.
Okay, so here we have this part's kind of hard to see from this angle, which is the fact that there's now a wall here and then
Yeah.
a staircase that goes up. It all
Okay.
kind of blends in,
Yeah.
unless you've got a different angle on it. So we'll go up to the different angle on it.
Audio sounds good according to Brick Dad Builds.
Awesome.
Nice. Oh, this is looking great.
So this gives me an opportunity to put something down here where my hand is over here. And we were talking last time about how I wanted to do a willow tree.
Yes.
So there might end up being a willow tree down on this side, right where this
Nice.
outcropping starts, to kind of break it up.
Amy
a
Schultz
little-
says, "Wow, Ben, wonderful build," and it really is. It gets better every week. Like,
Yeah, so we're moving along.
certainly are. I like that staircase a lot. Can we look kind of down at it?
Yeah, we can get in there. Whoosh. There we have it.
Nice.
So we can see down into the stairway.
Yeah.
And some of these bigger slot windows across the back. And then we
Brickhead
do have,
Brad likes the use of the shield piece that you got at the top of that wall there. I like
Yeah.
that as well. I like the flags hanging down below it too. I like the color combo of the blue and black. Actually, I'm surprised. I wouldn't necessarily think of putting those two together, but I guess that's the
it's
the shield colors. It's their sigil.
yeah, kind of the black color, kind of the colors they're going with now. I also kind of like using a yellow hue for them as well. They're sort of their alternate shield in the original lineup back in the day. They had both ones with a blue outline and ones with a yellow outline. So getting a little yellow in here is the other place we're going. So we do have now a portcullis in the front here.
Yeah.
There will be some doors, which I haven't added yet, but there are some clips back there to hinge.
Cool.
And then we can move over. I don't know if I love this one
I
yet.
do. The wings really make it. Is that what you mean? I would say you should reconsider not loving it because I think it looks pretty great.
Well, what I really
Yeah.
want is a black wing and a blue wing, but they only make them in gray or black or dark purple. They don't make them in the colors that I want.
The gray looks pretty cool. VMAC Attack says
Okay.
optical illusion stairs could make that a strategic point for siege defense. Good point.
Could be, who knows?
Yeah, form and function you got there.
Who knows? But now you can see sort of the path down into that
I-
lower tower here.
I have a question. So something that's pulling me out of it looks like something you just built. We've got those like the pill tiles and
Yes,
the 2x2 round. Yes, a little pareidolia is
Yep.
a word.
Yep.
Seeing faces in inanimate objects. It's kind of an ugly sort of like smashed Muppet face, but it is giving me some pareidolia.
Yeah, so so that is a thing I wanted to talk about. I'm not sure I like it either. I mostly did it because it technically fits and I wanted to see how it looked.
Yeah.
I think it might be okay in another or different context, but most of what this castle is angular. I mean, I have one arch over the store, but everything's very square, so it doesn't feel quite right.
But that, like, just below that, where you have the shield tile over the two macaroni tiles, that looks really good. And if you could reflect that somehow, Brickhead Brad, wait, I'm a liar, not Brickhead Brad. Brick Dad Build says, will there be a visible interior? That's a good question. Are you going to put an interior in this one? You don't typically.
Not much. Not much. It's mostly going to be sealed. Right now, if you look inside, it's all structural.
Oh, yeah.
And I know we've talked about that before. It doesn't look like anything in there.
So he sees a person in stocks is the pareidolia he's getting.
Okay. I guess.
Yeah.
This guy up here, he's not, wouldn't normally have a Viking on top of this tower. They were just here because I was working on the crenellations and I needed to get the right height.
Of course.
I could not get something that I liked. And I think part of it is because of this. I really didn't like that, even though it's in there right now.
I don't like it either, to be honest. Yeah.
Full confirmation that that's not the way to go. Then we got the front here.
Yeah, they look like drippy Muppet mouths. And with like one eye. Yeah.
That's what we got going on here.
This is a bit of it there. VMAC Attack suggests trying in a different color. Maybe yellow. Oh, look at you do have some yellow.
I do have a little yellow. There'll be some more yellow. This I'm not sure about either. Kind of looks like a funny face and and some sad eyebrows.
It looks like it's owl pareidolia. It looks like the face of an owl. That I like that there's something half timbered there. I like that like that it's yellow.
For some reason.
Brick Dad Builds suggests that he's an exchange warrior. Whee! I think it'd be just as effective without that you're doing it. Yeah, that the thing that you're doing right now, I think is yes.
Yeah, and I mean this.
Now it looks like an angry owl.
Yeah. This is okay.
Which made me giggle. Like I don't know what that was. Talk about a Muppet. That's I giggled like a Muppet. That's what happened.
I have to pull the holes out of this.
It looks so cute. It's a cute little face.
Here we go.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's a lot easier. Obviously, look now. It looks like he has eyes and a nose.
True, but I mean, you can take those jumper. Take the jumper tiles out of there, and put some shields or flags up, and it'll change all that.
I can also do this lighter color yellow in there too.
All right, I'm going to say something that may be an unpopular opinion here. I liked it at first, but seeing it above that shield that you created.
Yeah.
I don't know what my problem is with it. It feels like something different should be there. I know this is what you've been planning.
Well, and also there will be, of course, this tower, and then there will be a taller section up above it here. So this won't be the last thing you see. It's not the very top of anything.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna have to let this breathe, though I will consider your opinion there. I mean, an open section here with a some sort of walkway or something might be okay too.
Which is why I say I don't know what I want there, because it is nice to have a change in there. But those towers looked. I don't know. I think it's just like that when you see the half timbered stuff in them, they're usually like some other sort of structure that they've that's being protected, like a
Yeah.
blacksmith or something.
Well, there'll be more of
Okay.
this stuff in other spots.
Okay.
We're just trying to transition. I mean, part of the issue here was,
Yeah.
the way I originally designed this, we're starting basically on the ground with some of the castle structure,
Yeah.
and then it gets up here, and then it's kind of got to end, or else it's going to start looking silly if it gets too much taller. But I
Okay.
think that will help when it expands back and out to a little bit different shape.
So
So we'll
Brickdad
see.
Builds throws out that the yellow distracts from the shield being lower. So Brickdad Builds, are you saying you want the shield to be above the half-timbered spot? It says looking at it from a distance may help.
Maybe.
Maybe.
See, look, now you're at a distance. And I think part of this too is until these towers are completed, it's going to look out of place.
We have to make the zoom out sound, of course.
Zoop,
it's
zoop,
the only way you can zoom out.
zoop. Yeah,
I-
so I got to
that
work on
live-
this.
That live stream I did from Fort Wayne, from the Fort Wayne show, I made so many odd sound effects as I was moving around and moving the camera and stuff.
For
That looks
example,
decent.
I
like
don't like
I
this with
love-
the round under it though.
right, yes.
So if I
But
peeled these out, this might be okay.
it does make it look better. I would say my only problem with the round, I don't mind the arches themselves. I just mind the
Yeah,
flat.
under
Yeah,
it,
that's
yep.
something's weird. Maybe if they were shields, I don't know. Yeah, he did mean having the shield higher than the half timbered. VMAX Tech says having a different color helps the look for sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
And we'll add more. And this right now isn't quite the right blend I wanted. I wanted more of this
Yeah.
color in there too. But I
Some of the
don't
cooler
have
yellow?
much of it loose.
Yeah.
I find it. I know I have some. I just have to find it.
Yeah, that's always the
So-
challenge, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know I have a lot of Lego in here. I just can't find it among all the other Lego.
That's just sort of one of those like pastel colors that ends up getting thrown in,
Yeah.
to a mixed bin. And
One
then
of
it's
those
hard to
really
pick out.
Yeah, one of those really
So-
cool colors that they only create in like 5 elements.
Yeah.
You're like, I'd really like to use this color in something, and not a lot of options. Yeah.
I think luckily they're probably in colors that I have, or the parts that I need are probably ones they produce.
Yeah.
The only issue is I just have to find them. And I think I've probably even found them on the pick-a-brick wall once or twice and like
Yeah.
gotten a bunch of 1x2 plates. Like, oh, someday I'll use these.
Hey, I
Now
did
have
some
to find them. So-
when we were producing Grand Rapids, Phoebe and Nathan came and stayed with me. 1 second. Brickhead Brad says we're talking a lot about color. Yeah, because we talk about color when it comes to
Yeah.
our mocks, but we have to be more specific about why we don't talk about color. We don't talk about color in lifestyle shots or in product shots, because then we bet a maple poly bag and lose it just because something is opalescent when I thought it was opaque. Not how do you call it, Ben? You said see-throughable?
Translucent or see-throughable. Yeah.
The transparent bricks is what he's referring to for those of you who don't know. I'll translate Ben. Brad, what is wrong with me reading this name tonight? Brick Dad Build says too much Lego, first world problems, laugh out loud, yes.
Yeah. Kind of when I'm seeing this now, I'm almost wondering if the arches should be taller.
Which arches?
These.
Yeah, I agree there.
And I think I can do that too. Look at this.
Yeah.
When was the last time we actually did some live
Building.
building on the stream?
We did some with the Pagoda House like a month or so ago.
Okay.
Maybe more than that, because it's been a while since I've built on anything. So it does feel like kind of a drought. It feels like maybe that was the joy that was missing this week, was building.
Maybe.
But it was a really busy week, and I was trying to get as much rest as possible. So some things fell through the cracks, and building a mock was one of the things that fell through the cracks this week. So I still have this little one I started last week, taking a break from the Pagoda House that I haven't done anything with since. So this is what I built, guys. It looks like freaking Sesame Street over here. But then nothing this week. I did some sorting, which was definitely necessary, and it was cathartic, to be honest. I'm just rambling. Sorry. Brickhead Brad
okay.
says,
You can do
speaking
the
of
rambling.
Pick-a-Brick, he was at Disneyland the other week, and the Lego store was closed. I was going to stock up at the Brick wall. So sad. It is sad. You go all the way out there, and you want to hit that Brick wall, and it's closed. Why is it closed? Taller arches would match up with the windows better. Agreed. So, that was my point. Phoebe and Nathan stayed here. We went to the Pick-a-Brick store in Chicago, in the Water Tower place, and they have the. It was nice to pick a brick with the square boxes again. Made it a little bit easier to fill every corner.
Yeah.
I'm like, thank you. That makes a lot more sense. Now, if they come out with like cardboard cylinders, I'm gonna kill them. We'll rant about that for a lot more. I'll write a song about that if they go to cardboard cylinders.
Yeah.
Stores going through refurbishments. Boo.
Right. I'm sure there's no question that the whole reason they moved to cardboard is probably because it's far more cost effective. There's no other reason. But at the same time, it's kind of fun that you get a little bit of a bonus there.
Yeah. Was I booing refurbishments or was I boo-ernsing
I think
refurbishments?
You were booing that they were busy doing the refurbishment. Yes.
That sucks. They should definitely have left part of the store open for Brickhead Brad.
Yeah.
That's unacceptable.
Agreed.
Maybe I'll rant about that this week. I don't know.
Okay, that sounds fun. So there we have it. There's the taller arch with sort of this spiky collar on it. I don't know.
I like the spiky collar.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
I think the taller arches definitely do look good. Maybe it needs a little something more.
Yeah, I mean, it still needs
a little
something up on top.
Just a little. It no longer looks like a Muppet mouth. It looked like the ones that were like the alien ones that were like phone, or like or bring.
We actually did watch that on stream.
We did, and we probably got demonetized for that episode. What am I looking for? Okay. Types of flowers in Animal Crossing. Don't mind me.
That's important.
It is.
For everybody. Obviously.
For everyone, yes. I'm gonna rant about that tonight. So yeah, I just need to make sure it's open.
Oh, of course you are.
Ew. We've got lurkers. We got lurkers in the chat. It's Moto.
Yeah. So there's kind of a general idea. I don't think I like this on top of that, but who knows? Who knows where this will end up? But
yeah, it's looking great though. I mean,
we'll go with the taller arch for sure, and
better progress than I made. Brickdead Build says relabeled Starbucks cups coming next. I'm just so mad.
Yeah.
Needs more Hot Topic in it. I don't know if he means Disneyland or just regular stores or this needs a Hot Topic in it.
I don't know. I guess I could put a Hot Topic in there. I haven't considered that.
Right? Why haven't you?
That's a good question.
Seems like an obvious next move. Hot Topic.
Does seem like it could be. Well, see that without the spiky collar, that looks about where I'd want it.
I could never hear my niece talk about that store without hearing Jim Gaffigan singing Hot Pocket.
Hot Pocket. Yep.
Yeah.
Hot Pocket.
Don't sing it again, we'll get demonetized. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I gotta watch the number of times I say Hot Pocket. So here we go. Now that we actually have to worry about that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But there we have it. So that's kind of the idea of what I might have up here. This may be a little boring, but we'll see.
Spiky collar. We got to vote for spiky collar. I believe that must have something to do with the Hot Topic comments. I don't know. I'm on live stream brain and sick brain, so let's just leave it there.
We got a lot. Got a lot going on.
Yeah.
I mean, let's go higher still. You'll try to do both. We'll see if we can work in the spiky collar.
I like the spiky collar, to be honest.
Yeah, I really like the thicker correlations I did on some of the other builds, but I don't want to just do same,
Yeah.
So we'll do something a little different for this one. This isn't quite where it needs to be, but we'll keep working on it. So
Sweet.
Definitely we'll go with the taller arch though, I think, and I'll take the Muppet faces out.
What's exciting about this is you can photograph it from any side and it looks like a completely different castle.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea when it's on the turntable, is it'll have a little bit different feel every side.
I feel like that turntable is going to be doing some work. This looks girthy. This looks like a girthy ass mock, I gotta say.
Yes, I feel like I'm gonna need a heavier turntable.
I know we've seen this side, but like, did you do anything new to this week?
The tower is growing over here.
Yeah.
And that's part of it. This is the only off-angle section in the whole thing. This will be the tallest tower.
Yeah.
I felt like I needed a little off center somewhere.
Yeah, this is looking great. Yeah.
We've got all there's a hole down here in the rock work. I got to patch that up.
Just put a waterfall there.
Yes, everybody wants a waterfall. But we've got some of the vine work more straightened out, so it looks more viney with the little yellow leaves everywhere.
Yeah, the vines are
So
the vines look a lot different, a lot better since we talked about them looking like kind of like sashes
yeah,
that one week. I really like the organic way they grow up with the cracks of the rock.
I think a lot of this it's that, and then also the use of the white piece
Sorry.
for sort of the creeping vine, and then sort of marking out the vines versus some of the other foliage with the yellow flowers has really kind of helped follow the path on where they're creeping and growing. So
Looks fantastic.
And there we go. So from this side, you're getting a completely different view again. Right now you can see all this other stuff back there that just kind of looks weird, but
Yeah,
another completely different look. So
this is great.
So we're moving. We're still, I don't know, we're still probably a month away from getting close to final touches, and then we'll have to see if I can actually get it to turn on the turntable.
Yeah.
But
I'm
we'll probably
interested
be
to see that as
seeing
well.
this more in November. This will be probably all of November. We'll be looking at this one. But
All right.
there we have it.
Yeah, it's looking fantastic. Hey, 36 minutes in. Want to play a song or like talk about other stuff while I go use the bathroom?
Totally.
Thank you. Appreciate
All
it.
right.
I've been increasing my hydration and taking lots of vitamins.
Those are good things.
Try to kill this thing. Yeah.
Yeah, those are good things. Don't feel bad for those.
BRB.
So we can do this. Yeah. Though Mark doesn't have a mock, since it mentions some things that are topical, let's listen to Mark's Shining Arc.
In a world of bricks, there's a man named Mark, building dreams, igniting that spark. From morning till dark, he's making his mark. At Brickworld you'll find his shining arc. He builds animal crossing in the park. He built but land, no detail too stark. With each tiny part, he's a creative monarch, building joy and wonder from dawn till dark.
I do have to run to the bathroom again.
Cool. Well, I can talk about this one in the intro.
Hey, made it an hour and a half. I feel happy about that.
Yeah.
Go better.
An hour into the bathroom he'll park. You'd think he drinks water like a great white shark. His prostate's enlarged and his mood is dark. Peeing freely with Orion's bark.
And apologies to anybody who's joining in for the first time and is just bored to tears. Remember, there are no mistakes, it's just happy accidents.
His basement flooded, blame an oligarch. No building on site, EB will snark. He's the CBO, he's not Caitlin Clark. Panic building all night till he hears the lark. It's 6:57 Central, to the Tainted he'll hark. It's 3 minutes to show time, and Mark's check with Denmark. Mark gives the nod, Ben parks his remark. It's finally time for the show to embark.
Okay, I'm still on the headset mic, so I'm going to switch that. Mark, you're muted, so we got that going on.
Hey, look, I'm back. Hey, while you're switching your mic, Brick Dad Builds has a question here. Do you plan and brick mortar color architectural changes like it's been built over decades? So sorry, that was so painful for me to read a question.
Sorry, I got to do better with that. I was definitely manhandling the microphone before I was officially switched, but that's okay. We'll get better at that part.
Didn't sound too bad on my
You know,
on my end anyway.
well, that's good. I hadn't really planned on that. I think there's going to be enough differentiation when more of the half timber is in there.
Mm-hmm.
But it is an idea that we've sort of tackled with the orc tower
Yeah.
before, which was a really fun build. So it's the kind of thing that I wouldn't mind doing on a future build, where there's definitely old architecture with new architecture on top of it. It's always a cool idea.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
It's kind of one of those things though where you almost feel like you have to explain it to people when they look at it, and they're like, "Why does that side look different than the other side?" You're like, "Oh, what does Gimli say when he falls off the horse? It was deliberate. It was deliberate." You got to tell everyone that was intentional.
Yeah, it's choice.
We've got another problem here that I
What's
just
the other
noticed.
problem?
Our letter this week is H.
Oh yeah,
You and
yeah.
I still have G's up for our names.
Yeah.
And that just won't do, quite honestly.
You're right.
And so we got to edit our headlines. And if I'm going to do one, it's going to be.
Yeah.
It's going to be this. Look at this. Headline is new.
All right, mine too. Check that out.
H for hacking. There we
Yeah,
go. Hacking
'cause
and
I'm
coughing.
hacking up a lung over here, so yay, fun. Whee!
VMAX says, well, it's because it took 400 years to build. Yeah, unfortunately, it's only going to take me 2 months to build.
What the H?
So because of that, people won't understand. There have been some cool castles though that have had like an entrance gate that's completely new to the rest of the keep.
Yeah.
And it is interesting. I just don't know how it'll play out in bricks. But we might as well try it.
Yeah. It's looking great so far.
Yeah. So we got a little time before we can get into Lego news. Usually
Sure.
we go hour 2.
Yeah.
And since we've got some of our favorite taints here,
Yeah, favorite
I
taints.
want to know, now that we have 1,000 subscribers and we want to produce some more videos, if we were going to produce some how-to videos based on what we build, based on our styles, what do you want to see?
That's a good question. I know one of the things that I have in my coffer here is the bald cypress tree and some of the other tree techniques, because I can do the cherry trees, the cherry blossom trees, and the bald cypress. So I'm going to open my little notepad here and take some notes. I mean, I know I can always go back and watch.
Anytime you want, but now you're going to have to sit through a 5-second ad.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep. I went for my own stream, which there was a time where like they were playing ads on the replays, and I was like, who's getting that money? Like, and this is before we even had 500 subscribers.
Oh.
So tree techniques.
It's the first time I've run into it, but now they feed them to me, so I'm like, hey.
So
that's good.
One of the things Brick Dad Builds asked me at Fort Wayne was to turn the mock around, and Jessica Bavier is here. Bavier.
Right.
Jessica Bavier is here. Hello, and thank you for the congratulations. Appreciate that a lot. He wanted me to turn the mock around to kind of show the structure, like show what's being built, like showing how I'm doing the rock work from behind.
Mm-hmm.
And I was scrounging for the Technic bricks that I use for him. So I ordered a bunch from Pick a Brick. Again, very lucky to be here in the Midwest where the one of the distribution centers is. So I got them in like 2 days, and the box has been sitting at the top of the stairs. I think it might actually be down here now. Don't see it. Maybe somewhere on this level of the house, at least. And so I think that's, I used to record when I would build in order to make more demonstration videos. VMAC Attack suggests rockwork bases for standalone builds, which we do have, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Ben's done a couple of videos about bases, how to construct a base. I think we have a playlist on our channel for building techniques. Color integration, building off stud, low parts, cool look, and hacks. All right, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Those are all good
also
ones.
had one.
I missed it. Sorry.
Yeah, mech frames and articulation.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That is a good one. There's a lot to that in terms of if you want it to be both posable and sturdy, right?
True.
So sometimes you kind of have to go with one or the other. I've tried to skirt the line a lot on that. It doesn't always end well. You two-legged mech falls over, if you blow on it wrong. An eight-legged mech gets so heavy, the legs themselves are so heavy that they like stress the joints.
Yeah.
You can do it with limited articulation, or you can cheat a little. But there's definitely some guidelines for what you might want to try.
Yeah.
In order to do that, I'll tell you right now, ball joints are great for articulation. They are terrible for rigidity if it's a part that they're going to stand on.
Yeah.
If you want to use it for arms and shoulders and they're okay to flop around, that's fine. If you want to try to use a ball joint in a mech, like in its legs, it's not going to do you any good. It is going to fall over.
On Lego Masters Season 2, Maria and Philip won their Earthquake Table Challenge using the ball joint piece as a vine around their building.
Yeah, so
they survived the challenge is what I mean. I don't think they won it. Yeah.
There's definitely some of the tinier ball joint people use as lock-in superstructure stuff too.
Brick That Built says support structures are super helpful. I know that you had your arachnid mech had the peeing the blue the blue fire to stay up.
You need a little base.
Necessary sometimes, yeah.
And you could take it out and it could stand, but it didn't have the same stance that I wanted because it would start sinking down lower. And I had to end up with 8 legs. It started with 6. 6 was not good enough because it needed to support more weight. Went up to 8, and then I still put a little kicker under there for the weekend, just so that it would stay up. Yeah. I mean, again, I could pull it out, but then I'm sort of hoping that it stays up for 8 hours. If it was just going to stay up for an hour, I'd feel fine. But 8 hours with people walking past it all day, it gets a little dicey. We do know that VMAX said he couldn't tree.
But he can.
He can. He says now. I think now he says he can tree.
Yeah.
But yeah, different kinds of trees. There are lots of techniques out there, and we could definitely show some of the ones we've liked. Willows, big oak trees.
Yeah.
A lot of that is trying to make the leaves organic with how they hang.
Yeah.
And quite honestly, what I've noticed is that we probably, in the Lego sense, there are certain things you do that are illusionary that aren't really how they work in the real world. For example, in trees, the branches and buds usually try to go up, but it looks better when we put them down. But part of that is because gravity will sink the branches down, and we can't really do that, right? If it starts sinking, it's going to fall off.
Yeah.
Lego mock. So sort of what's, true to life and what looks nice in brick are two different things.
True.
So
this is Grand Rapids now. Yeah, I've got a couple images I can share from Fort Wayne. I was not there very long because I was so sick. I'm like, why do I have so few pictures from Fort Wayne? It's because I was only there for a few hours on Saturday, and then I was there on Sunday, and that's when I started taking pictures. My energy dropped, and I had to go take a nap on a couch in the back. Just something I've never done before. I don't think I do have pictures of VMAX tree, which turned out really nice. What I do have, though, is this. Share screen. I have this.
Hey.
This is the frame that Sarah Durosset made, and this is the top hat. I'm wearing the top hat that she made for the.
You are. How about that?
Yeah, that was really cute. That was a lot of fun to have that there, and people really enjoyed it. And it's all brick built. The frame itself, you can see the big old tiles that she used. I kind of feel looking at this one like you need a monocle too. I know. I need something else. This is the last 5 minutes of the day.
Yeah.
People really like that. I thought that was a creative way to interact with the public and get them excited about being at the show and getting more pictures out there. We love that. But that hat was really cute.
And do you happen to know the name of the brickle behind you there?
Wishful?
Wishful?
No, Wishful. No, it's not Wishful. Who is that? I don't know.
It looks like it's bashful in some way, but I don't know how that ends in ickle.
No. Let me see.
But it's super cute. I love the coral color on it. Maybe it's just coral brickle. I don't know.
She did have a monocle. I just didn't realize that she did.
Shoot.
Omega 1582, otherwise known as Mike, who was on our stream last week, says Joellen would love something about trees.
Mm-hmm. Jessica agrees.
Whoops, sorry. I'll let you do that while I look up the Brickles names.
Yeah. Let's see here. Glad the picture turned out. Yeah, I mean, that is a very cute picture. And it looks like
Brick Dad Builds, I believe, took the picture.
Yeah.
If I'm remembering correctly. What is wrong with me?
It was heavy. The frame probably was quite heavy, I'm guessing, just from looking at it. But it looks like it's held up by the Lego hanger piece that they use for the
and she does
for the pictures.
A small pipe frame for it.
Mm-hmm.
What am I?
There's also apparently a Batman mask. So I guess you missed the Batman mask that was there.
I was really trying to see as much of the show as I possibly could.
Mm-hmm. We know another person who's a big fan of wearables. Moto says wearables are awesome. Yes. And Moto's got several masks. I'm not sure, Moto, if you would want a bunch of people putting on the masks for a picture like this. Definitely, something easier on and off that isn't made for one size head. But wearables are definitely becoming a larger and larger category at Brickworld for sure.
Yeah, there was a really cool one this year.
Blissful
Brickle. Yep.
All right.
Let me see if I can find this picture real quick.
Apparently, VMAX says Brick Dad Build had the French mustache for his pick, ironically.
Let's see.
It's definitely the one I would have had to wear. Mara would have been very upset. Brick Dad Build says the props were amazing for the pictures.
Yes.
So Sarah,
really creative and fun.
Up.
Brick Vote. Okay, I found it.
And you're wearing your same shirt today that you had on at the picture there. Look at that.
It's the only shirt I wear anywhere anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got to be promoting that brand all the time, right?
Always.
Always be branding.
I finally put a Brickworld bumper sticker on my car.
Oh, all right.
Wearable. Where did you go?
Yeah,
scrolling through all of the. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Sarah, do you think if you had made a hat that could actually fit on Mark's giant head, that it would have been so heavy he wouldn't have even been able to look up to take the picture? Would it have broken his neck? Let's see here. Let's see here. She says, "Thank you guys. I had such a fun time building this. But I need to know, Sarah, could you build one heavy enough to break Mark's neck? That's what I need." Yes, she says. She totally could. That would have been too much. That top hat was probably about as heavy as you can get to still have fun wearing it.
Good to know. Here we go.
There we go.
Some of the wearables from this year. From Audrey Schilling. That was really cool.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Don't ignore the first thing in there. I don't know what that is, but here we go. Artwork 3D, Poison Ivy.
Yeah. Oh, this is all the
Chunkify my Spider Mech. Oh, see, there's a Spider Mech.
Hey, misspelled Chunkify.
Yeah, that's okay. Chunkify with an O. That's right.
Yeah.
Moto also liked the Bionicle suit, the red and black one from John in Twin Lug.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing him wearing that around. That was very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Is that in here? It is not. It wasn't. Was it nominated?
I don't know.
Or something?
He's been around. That's been around for a while.
Oh,
okay. At least I've seen it for a while.
Okay.
So I don't know. He
only builds all the
nominees
and winners.
It's like his thing. So
yeah. All right, cool. We got a nice little list there.
Vince agrees. 1-to-1 hot top hat would take some neck strength. Yeah.
It was very heavy already. She says it got broke once and had to be rebuilt.
Yeah. Imagine some little kid trying to put that thing on and just being like.
It had a headband, a Technic headband attached to it. It was too small for my head, so I just had to balance it.
Yep.
Headband would not go around my head.
Yep.
Which is not a surprise because I have a large head.
Yeah. Well, and then VMAX says the cat face from Chicago too. Well, I don't have to say that to Moto because that was his.
Yeah,
So
that was amazing.
But he had the dandelion. I think it was a lion actually. And it looked like for Moto's, it's very hollow, not nearly as built with brick. So hopefully it does not snap your neck. Lots of plate with ball connectors or other parts.
So, apparently, it was an adult, and she about cried.
That's too bad.
Lego goes back together. Lego goes back together, and this is a repetitive build. We'll get it. We'll fix it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm shiny tonight. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Got distracted with my face.
You're always shiny in my eyes.
It's shiny tonight.
You're shiny. Well,
glowing.
Okay. We still got 5 minutes before we actually talk about the set.
We don't really need that. We could just go right into it, I think.
Could, for sure.
Matt would like that.
Yeah. So our next topic, hated new set ? And we already talked about this set a little, but now we have all the official deets. So let's take a look at this apparently horrible, terrible, never going to buy it because it's the worst set in the entire world set.
Apparently.
What am I talking about? Well, of course, I am talking about, because it totally makes sense that everyone would hate it. I'm talking about this, the Botanical Garden Ideas set. So before we only had, I think, a lifestyle shot, or that little tiny picture. But now we have the full kit and caboodle, the whole thing, all of the set. There's been a lot of talk about this for a number of reasons.
Yes.
Bigger ones being that it's too expensive, and very interesting video that Mark and I both consumed about whether or not it has sort of been pigeonholed or stuck in this idea that if you build a building of this size, it is required to fit some sort of modular standard. Which I thought was kind of unusual. But we've been seeing more and more of that lately, where people don't like a set because it either doesn't fit in with other builds from different themes that kind of fit a modular idea, or in this case that it's no longer what the idea set envisioned, and now it's too much like other modular buildings. And probably to make it worse, Lego characterized this as a modular building on their own website, which was kind of interesting to me because I do not believe that this is the actual air quotes modular that's normally released January 1st, though December 1st last year. Okay, well, look at this. This is an interesting little note.
Oh, look what happened. We got
my member status. 2 friends BG is better. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably true.
Thanks for the super. Do you have a song that a song request? I know it's the free one, which is fine. You get a free super for every month you're a member. Yeah. So feel free to use those. We'll notice them. We kind of bring up every comment that we see still. So I'm not sure it's necessary, but use it.
Well, I mean,
it's definitely one of your member perks.
Yeah, I mean, Vince, you can tell us what you want, but I mean, his point here is, and what a lot of people have been saying, is if you take 2 friends' botanical gardens and smash them together, will you get something better than what this is? They are definitely very, very, very similar in color scheme and everything else. One's system and one's friends, so they're a little different there. But that is what I'm hearing from a lot of people too, and we can talk about that. But before we do that, let's fill Vince's request. Let's get a little, of course, one of my favorite songs, little Daddy Ben.
Nice.
Here we go.
Daddy Ben, oh, he loves his space. Lego ships in orange, all in place. But Mara's size, they're all the same. And why that beard? It's just a shame. Orange ships, computers galore. Mara dreams of something more. In Legoland, where dreams take flight. Orange or not, they'll get it right. Daddy, your ships are lame. All of them look the same. And your such a disgrace. Maybe just one short hair on your face.
I spend too much time working on them.
And sometimes you just don't do them because you want,
Yeah.
And your beard.
And my beard.
And your mustache.
I'll get back in the photo so everyone can see.
Ugh.
Alright.
It should be more like one of those French ones that is in the movies, like squirrels.
Like a little villain mustache?
Yes, you need that.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mara. Thanks for the rant.
Or you just need
Good
one
job.
little hair.
It takes too long for you to build them. Focus, get it done, concentrate, Daddy Ben. One more word about your beard. Come on, Daddy, it's so weird.
And they don't have different size ranges, which they should. And they they all have computers and it's disgusting.
Orange spaceships, make it end. Listen, friend, it's not a trend. Orange beard, that's the trend. Make it happen. I love you, Daddy Ben. I love you, Daddy Ben.
Yeah, so here we have the Friends version.
Good request there, Vince.
That's always the right choice, by the way, though I will say I've been singing Peelybone all day. And I love Apocalypse too. Peelybone's definitely been the one in my head lately.
Yeah, same. I get the Mark Shining Arc stuck in my head quite a bit. That's a catchy one for sure.
Yeah. So this is sort of the one that people are saying, well, we already have this. Why do we need the Ideas version?
I do find it interesting that they chose the same color scheme. Like it's going to be white and sand green, just like this one that we have.
They did seem to sub out the nougat color, or maybe that's flesh, for tan or dark tan, one of the two.
Yeah, I think it's a little.
It looks
I
like
have the set so I can actually check. I think it's pink.
Okay.
I'll
Whatever
check
color it
website.
is, it could be
Quick link.
pink. You're right. Who knows? They did change it, but only slightly. Piece-wise, you would need to equal the 3,700 pieces. You would need to be multiple.
Mm-hmm.
And Brick Dad Builds, probably trying to do the math here, says, well, you could get 4 of these at $80 a pop, and that would come out to what, 320 for 4 of them, which is still less than than the Ideas Botanical Garden. So if you're trying to just go for pure parts and nothing else, no other build techniques, nothing else, you could always, have that opinion, I guess.
Yeah.
There's some cute parts in here for sure. I definitely have the set, and I can't pretend like I don't because I love it.
Correct.
But that doesn't mean that you should necessarily, hate on the other botanical set. You can just say, I don't think it's a good value for money, or I don't want it.
Yeah.
But I don't know that it's, deemed or should be deemed a bad set. It might not make perfect sense because this is an alternative that Lego still produces.
Yeah.
And for a while, Brick Dad Builds points out they were actually on sale. You could get them for $60 at one point.
You were correct, by the way. It is light nougat
in
there.
Okay.
So Brick Orphan says that he likes them both together for Central Park build. Add paths, lights, and a short wall to separate from the sidewalk along the road. Let's see. All right. So Rob Claxton's been a member for 5 months. Thank you. This is, I guess, this is his comment, or it just kind of does it just show this when it hits 5 months during the stream?
He did not give us a super chat, so he might.
He still
want to throw one in there if he wants to.
He could still request a song if he wants.
Yeah.
Also, Friends Botanical Garden was underpriced in the first place.
Could have been.
Yeah. Considering like how much the otter rescue was, I'll never let that go.
Yeah, I love the little duck in this one too.
Yeah, there's a lot of really cute stuff in this one.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in this. All the butterflies are cute too, and I'm sure Mark wants to talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't have what the new one has, which is new flower molds.
There are a lot of new flower molds in this new one.
So let's flip over to take a look at some of that. Also, this one's got the new sort of curved element up at the top here. This windscreeny curved element. Got a bunch of that
Yeah.
in this one as well. But let's take a look at the flowers.
V Macadac asked if I saw the single frame Peely Bone in the Brickworld Fort Wayne vid. I'm gonna have to watch back. That's a cool video, by the way. I meant to mention that. Uh, there's a lot of stuff I meant to do this week, you guys. Like Fort Wayne was a really great show, by the way. It's like a lot of new stuff, a lot of really positive energy coming from everybody who built. A lot of just a lot of good collaborations, and I'm sad that I missed it.
Yeah. Brickdad Build says, I think the Friends set was a rushed version. Hey, if it was rushed, Lego rush more. Because
Yeah.
that set was amazing.
I think it's dope. But he may be see, because here's the thing. We'll get to it later. They seem to be producing stuff so fast that they are not like getting molds that should have been parts of sets into them in time, and it's like you see these beautiful pieces and you're like, oh, this would have been this piece would have been really great in that set, and you can see these new flower molds in there. There's like I don't know, there's like in Animal Crossing, there's like let's see, there are at least 9, there are 10 different types of flowers that you can get. Well, that's in the entire series, so that's not just Animal Crossing's New Horizons, which is the only one I've played. And so they have Animal Crossing sets, and they put all these like fake molds out there. Not fake molds, but they use like the existing molds to pretend to be the flowers. So to see these, it's exciting to see that there's going to be the possibility of getting the flowers that exist in the game, but why they made it into this set and not all of the new Animal Crossing sets we keep seeing coming out is confusing. So it does feel to me, as Brickdead Builds feels about the Friend set, that these Animal Crossing sets at least should have had the molds made for them in the first place, or like they should start like where was the miss? When was this mold created that they're not in the first 3 waves of Animal Crossing sets? Sarah DeRosset says, "Ooh, a Lego Rushmore."
I don't know. I don't know what would be on my Lego Rushmore.
Yeah. Oh, right. For some reason, I was thinking of the movie.
That's what we were talking about.
I was like, is that a scene? Yeah.
So can you help us out there? But here we've got both the tulip and the rose piece in 2 different colors, just in this one shot.
Yeah, that rose piece at least made its way into one of the new Animal Crossing sets.
Yeah. Can you stick a fork into double stacked leaves for a unique floral?
Stick a fork.
I don't know. Like, are they
Double
done?
stacked.
Like, you don't need that anymore.
Double stacked leaves. A fork.
That can still get you some interesting color effects. I don't think it's bad to have an underlayment and something on top of it. So I don't have a problem.
The tulip does look kind of fork-ish. I think it would stick up higher than because the fork piece, if I'm remembering it well enough. But it does kind of look like that's what they did. Yeah, there's all sorts of neat little
got a red bird.
looking flowers here.
We've got I think there's an adorable squirrel. This lady, I don't know. It looks like her son picked a flower in the arid garden here because he's too small to be proposing to her. And I think she's like upset with him because he did this. I do enjoy that she's carrying a brick-built clutch, though. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
We did it with barbells. Why not do it with another piece, the bread loaf piece, and make an adorable little clutch?
Yeah, nice.
Let's see here.
Yeah, this
I
is
gotta
pretty.
Look at some cool things in here.
I like that spiral staircase with the fence piece.
A nice technique.
Thought that was inspiring.
A little wraparound sort of view there. We have seen the epaulets used as a flower in the dried centerpiece before, but it does have a cool effect here as well.
Yeah, definitely. I like those
we need that.
Those Technic pieces being made in that color for the trunk of that tree.
Yeah.
The more we see that color, the more Technic pieces we see in different like foliage colors, the better. Omega 1582 says, if you're talking about the review video you did, yes, I did see the quick change right before it showed our display. Very cool. I'll have to go back and look at that.
Yeah.
Peely Bone.
Peely Bone.
Peely Bone is crazy.
Let's get a.
This is the lifestyle shot I wanted to talk to you about.
All right, let's get a look at the parts on the set. Then let's talk about the lifestyle shot.
Yeah.
Because there's a little better view here of some of these flowers. We've got another adorable birdie, this time in like the lighter yellow. Here's the two-piece kind of flower thing with it looks like the rose on the bottom, and then like the curly, I don't know what you want to call that, the whipped cream, they use it when it's brown, they use it as dog poo.
Yeah.
Or the frosting piece on top. That's kind of a cool look.
The dog poopies. Rob Claxton says he's gotten the Friends Botanical Garden set for 40 and 48 on clearance, which is amazing.
Good deal.
Yeah, that's fantastic. What a great set.
Yeah, hold on to that for sure.
I kind of understand the disappointment in the set, in it, with the Friends Botanical Garden there. I think this set has a lot to offer, and I think it would look good in a city setting. Like, I think that's kind of what some of the reviews I watched of it were just kind of hating on. Apparently, there were some earlier images where it went all the way to the edges with the Technic bricks to connect it to this. Yeah. And I don't know if that's what they consider like modular standard, because this does appear to, like, the walls come off and you can and the roof's for you to play inside, and like I think modular now seems to mean that they go together modularly next to each other, where people assumed at first when they came out with the Cafe Corner that it was modular. You could rebuild the modules, they all fit together to make it taller. Brick That Build says we can get just from instructions. So VMAC Attack is already on to the lifestyle shot that it looks like that she's making hydroponics in here. Are we talking about how it's not qualifying as a modular? Kind of, yeah.
Well, yes and no. I mean, why is it not qualifying as modular? That becomes the question, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the modular, or the idea of modules, means it, fits into it. Modular can mean a number of things, but what we're talking about here is that they're intended to be modules in a larger set of things. It's not that they have interchangeable parts per se, but you could rearrange like any building next to any other building to create a cityscape. There was some complaints that, okay, if this was going to be considered a modular, in air quotes, it needs to have the Technic pins on the sides, which I think is nonsense, because, and they've done it like in the Ninjago City sets that they've done. They've come up with ways to put Technic pins in even when there's not a building there. But, this one here needs some green space around the edges in order to make it look like it is. Emax says they took the pinholes out of the idea set, so it's not a modular. Well, we're getting into this argument now, because on Lego's own page, this is in the modulars category. Don't believe me? Well,
is it now?
Yeah. So let me close this.
I am surprised about that.
And close this down. But again, I don't think it's the Lego design modular. But let's see here. So it's both under the ideas section, but there is a note here. If you go to, is this a section that says modular? Hold on.
They have some other lifestyle shots from this, by the way, that don't appear on the website, that came with the package that I saw from some of the RLFM, recognized Lego fan, RLFM reviews. So take a look at this shot, Ben. I'm curious how you feel about that.
That's not where I would put this. Looks like the shelf is bowing too with that on there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that that's where I would stick this thing.
Yeah, I think, see, is it? Let me see if I can get this to just play. I have the sound off, so I don't know if maybe I went back to there we go. So yeah, it's in like a wash tub in the hydroponics greenhouse, That's so
Why
bizarre.
would you do that?
I don't know. I want to see that full picture though, because that is one of the most ridiculous ones I've seen.
Yeah.
At VMAC Attack says that Poison Ivy shower. Yeah, it may be. Um, yeah, set to set connections, no sideways street access. Sidewalk, sorry.
Sidewalk. Yeah.
And yeah, and there isn't. This wouldn't go in with the standard of how they have the front of those buildings set up with that sidewalk. The sidewalk would stop there.
Yeah.
Moto says, man, I got to redo my whole solarium, which I didn't even have. Omega 1582 says, I was about to write a rant about that modular use. I always thought Lego used modular to be the mostly city set with the Technic pins to connect to the next set. And a lot of people seem upset about this.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm trying to find the section because I have seen it.
Is this the only modular then we're getting this year?
I don't think so.
Right.
I believe that they are doing another one. All the rumors point to them doing like a set of townhouses, I think.
Oh, interesting.
That's supposed to be out. And we should hear about it soon because the other thing that I've heard, and again, these are all rumors. We don't know anything. Lego's done a much better job of keeping the lid on things until they're ready to announce them.
Yeah.
But I've heard December 1.
Yeah. Right.
So,
which is what they did last year as well.
Yeah.
Omega says, I was then going to give a set where you can rearrange the building, which the box says 2-in-1. Is he talking about the botanical? Because does it say 2-in-1?
I don't think it does.
I don't know what he means.
I don't know what he means either.
My fault. Sorry, Mike, we're not following.
Mike, we're not very.
No, it does not. No, we're really dumb when it comes to being on the live stream. Live stream brain is a thing. 3-in-1, but that actual set name is Modular Winter Vacation. Okay. Oh, I see. All those three go together, and I had them all apart. I get what you're saying now. Brickworld says, I'm glad they dropped the modular style from the submission. It was tall and cramped.
There was too much stuff because they were trying to make it, technically fit for modulars.
And like the original was built on a base plate and a half base plate, and this one's on 2 base plates, so they did kind of expand it.
Yep.
It is very matchy. Not matchy. It's very symmetrical, which would be nice to see it asymmetrical. It just would be, in my opinion. It does remind me of the Kansas City train station.
Yeah, I mean that's not. It
does. Last week.
I think there are a lot of solariums and arboretums that have kind of that same vibe. For sure.
I love this question from Sarah DeRosa. Does Lego have side bets to see who can create the most absurd lifestyle shots and videos? They might. It does seem like it.
Yeah.
Look what we did with the botanical garden. Dramatic music playing with the question, is this the only modular? Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's how it felt. Da-dun. All the messages went together. Yep, gotcha. YouTube didn't let me type that much in one message. Yeah, and when you buy a super, they let you type even more. I mean, even less.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so the whole thing was...
Why do they do that?
So he was about to write a rant about the modular use. He always thought Lego used modular to be the mostly city set with the Technic pins connected to the next set. I was then going to give an example of a set where you can rearrange the building, which the box says 3-in-1. And that set is actually named Modular Winter Vacation.
Aha. Okay.
Now it all goes together, and that's what he said. And I should have been able to figure that out because they were still all on top of each other. Like no new messages came in between. Sorry.
That was, you had to put all the stuff together though.
Yeah.
And we're not always the best at that, especially when we're trying to do, live streamy things.
We do try.
Now I can't find this place where it was in a section that said, something like learn more about other modular buildings. And then that was included. But I know I saw it.
Are you sure it was on Lego?
100%.
It was not on Brickset. Okay. Thank you, Moto, for appreciating us. I'm also looking for it now. This is the time on the live stream where you guys watch us search the internet silently.
Yeah. Oh no, we'll be noisy while we search for it.
I won't.
I don't think there's any reason to not be a little
annoying.
So
there is something at the bottom that says shot more like this, buildings, ideas, adults welcome.
Yeah, before they had something that said modular And I was like, that's kind of weird that they're actually calling it that, because I never thought that that was, you know, a legal thing. They, say creator expert. They've said all kinds of other thing.
Oh, this is
Um,
coming, and this is coming November 1st.
November 1st, yeah.
And there's
So
a
it's going to be out soon.
GWP. What do you
There
think of
is
this?
a GWP, yeah.
What do you think of this GWP? That's one of my favorite songs on ACOB, by the way, is
Uh-huh.
the GWP song.
I was planning a greenhouse after the solarium. Now you made me think of an arboretum. I mean, these probably all have very different technical terms,
You got to add that onto your house, man.
but we're too stupid to know what any of this stuff means.
The Marvel sets are more modular than this greenhouse. Yeah,
Okay,
I totally agree.
You can call it that.
But here's the GWP.
There's the GWP.
I do want that. It
sure.
has pink tulips in it and orange roses. I could play Animal Crossing with I won't, but I could do Animal Crossing MOCs. There was an Animal Crossing collaborative at Chicago this year that I think I completely missed. Although maybe no, I think I may have gotten pictures of it. Yeah, everything's a blur, you guys. Want the books GWP? What's the books GWP?
There's one right now that says something like "My passion is books," and it's a GWP. I'm not sure what it goes with. Let's see if it's there right now. It might be.
Why am I failing at this?
Um,
It's usually under like offers. There we go.
yes. Yep. There's a P1 McLaren. You don't need that.
No one wants that.
Uh,
Nope.
nope. I don't know if there was a special thing for
Oh, I'm just
how,
just
how you
browsing
would
around.
put it.
What the hell is that?
Yeah.
That's cute. 40% off the Little Mermaid Royal Clamshell thing.
Yeah.
That's cute. It's weird. Okay. Anyway, sorry. I got distracted there.
Yeah. Well, this is interesting. Check this
I
out.
think it's just $1 buy point. Just $1. Huh? You get a gift for spending $1?
I don't know.
Oh, I got something. Yeah, the book is it the I ordered what I got it with my Pick-a-Brick, the mini modular.
Oh, I
maybe that
got
wasn't
that too.
bookstore.
Yeah, that thing was
Yeah.
cool.
That's cute. Yeah,
But
there's
that's
some good
different than
pieces in
this
it
"My
too.
passion is books" thing. So
Oh,
here
okay,
they actually
okay.
have a
All right, I'll look for
modular
that now.
buildings throughout the year section on the Lego
Ooh.
site.
Ooh.
So you can see them all. You can see for 2024, which is interesting because they have the Natural History Museum as a 2023 modular. It did come out in 2023, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming that means whatever they produce this
yeah,
year
yeah.
will be 2024. You'll notice Botanical Garden is not here, though I have seen references to it being a modular on Lego, which we apparently can't find now.
Right.
But here we are. There isn't anything announced yet, so we assume that the next one will say 2024 and be released in December, or maybe they'll skip 2024 and just pull it out in 2025. I don't know. I really doubt that, though. Here's this idea of
I
some of
highly
the
doubt
other
that.
modulars, like we have the Sanctum Sanctorum.
Yeah.
In here as well, and they have all kinds of other descriptions about the modulars. If I click learn more, what's it going to tell me? The only one they've got listed here right now is the Natural History Museum. So you can go through the whole thing, learn all about how it's grown and expanded. Boutique Hotel, Jazz Club, also out there.
The whole
Natural History Museum.
Yeah.
So they don't have it on there anymore. I wonder if there was backlash and they pulled it out. But that seems kind of strange that earlier this week I literally saw it sitting in a modular section and now I don't.
Here's the books are my passion. I found it.
Yeah, listed as currently not available. Nice.
Books are my passion. It's an ideas set. It's an ideas GWP. Oh,
interesting.
What? Okay.
Why not?
Brick Dad Builds reminds me that I messaged him after Chicago. It's been a blur. I've met you and gotten to know you. Is it ever not a blur? No. Especially lately. This year has been a lot. There's a lot thrown at Matt and I this year. We're getting through it.
That's true. Matt, you're doing just fine.
Matt and me. Yeah. A lot thrown at Matt and me this year is what I meant. Yeah. That's cute.
Yeah, I do like that one.
It's not stupid. It's got the little wand case in here. I'm not sure why she bought a wand, but you know.
And it's for her quill pen. I don't know. It's way on top up there, so maybe she keeps a keepsake up there.
There's two of them.
Yeah.
And it's got that cool globe piece, which I do like that piece. I bought a bunch through our A&E support program. Matt X is here. Have we ever had Matt X here before? Why is everyone going so crazy for this
I don't know,
GWP?
1P.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't feel insane about it. I just bringing it up. But I don't know. People seem to like it, or at least Vince seems to like it, and Matt X suggests that everyone's going crazy. So this is the first I've heard of it, to be honest.
I don't know. I think it's
or maybe I've seen it. I have a vague memory. I don't know. It's a blur.
it's got several different ideas on how to
10/29
build books, which is fine. All right, so it's not coming out until from 2 days from now.
Yep.
And you can get it with a $130 set.
So they're getting the Milky Way boom baby, and they get this along with it, and they're excited.
There you go.
Vince and Sarah there. Brick Dad Build says Lego would never backtrack on something like survey on all digital instructions.
That's interesting. So they had this survey that asked, would you build with all digital instructions, and they claim they weren't thinking of going that route. Though I will say the lifestyle shots now have stopped showing all instructions on the iPad.
Yeah.
And for a while they were. So I have no doubt that at one point that was 100% the way they were going, and now they decided maybe they shouldn't.
Yeah, they're definitely going for readers here. You got the reading glasses and some books and a cup of tea and a reading couch with your comfy blanket. Yeah, so there it is. So Jessica Bavir says, as an avid reader, I absolutely love it. It has a cozy feel. Brick Dad Build says it's very popular with book talk Lego people. I imagine those are TikTokers who love books and Lego. Book talk Lego people.
Yeah, book talkers.
I'm making stuff up because I've never seen the word book talk before. So I'm just telling myself a story, really.
I don't know whose fault that is.
Mine.
There are apparently 10 things to discover in the Lego Botanical Garden.
Good to know.
I don't know. Is this person in the picture Valentina Bima? I have no idea.
I don't know either. I doubt that.
Who knows?
Like the person who designed it.
Yeah, who knows? And then here's the Lego history of who did it. It's based on a real botanical garden. 35 species of plants and trees.
Ooh.
Including several new molds, as we know. Removable roof to enhance the experience. It includes 12 minis. It has a coffee shop inside. And, as we know, it's no longer apparently considered a modular on the Lego website. Home to many types of birds, and it makes for a stunning display.
Brickhead Brad, damn it. What am I doing? Says about the Books Are My Passion GWP. You can put an astronaut behind it and make it the scene from Interstellar.
Oh yeah, where he's
Could
like
do that.
behind the walls in the bookcase area.
Hey, so yeah,
Right,
spoiler alert, by the way. I do, but I also want to.
I didn't say that.
Bathroom break first, so I'll be back. Bye.
Okay. While Mark's off doing that, we can pull this thing up. Mark apparently wants to talk specifically about one of the lifestyle shots. So let's get our hands on that thing here. So if we go to new and we find ourselves this wonderful set. Okay, well let's try coming soon, because that sometimes works too. And of course, this only really works when we're right on the live stream talking. There it is. Coming soon. There it is. Hey guys, tell me if you can still hear me. Oh, I don't know why I have the unstable connection button. It always says, if you're on Wi-Fi, try plugging in. Guess what? I'm not on Wi-Fi, so I get super annoyed when I see this. And what might needs to happen when Mark comes back from the bathroom is I might need to restart my machine here so that that nonsense doesn't happen again. But Mark was very interested in particular in this lifestyle shot. The little symbol is gone away, so we might be okay for a while here. And I can see why it is kind of a mess. But I think we're going to want to talk about some of the surroundings in this interesting little photo here.
I do think, because I've been getting that warning all night as well, so I think it might be StreamYard servers. Maybe there are a lot of people streaming on Sunday nights. Maybe Sunday Night Football has a lot of people doing live streams of the games or something. Who knows?
I don't know.
But that might be something to do with it as well, because my Ookla test had like 800 megabytes of upload per second or whatever.
Yeah.
So I thought my headphone, because I mute myself and so I can keep listening to the stream.
Yeah.
And I thought my headset just went out of range. So
Yeah,
when
no,
you're like,
it's-
oh hey, here I am, I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah,
Just
I don't know
reverse
why.
trying to-
And it was
to
like
pee.
it was like severe all of a sudden. I'm like, I am plugged in and everything's good to go. Bear
Same.
suggests I'm trapping too much heat inside my Lego PC case. Well,
Mm.
Barris, joke's on you. This one's not inside a Lego PC case. But he probably actually knew that. That's my friend Jason, who's living up in the northwest of the U.S. now. Did I try turning it off and turning it back on again? Well, that would be my fix if I needed to.
Yeah.
But again, I'm not on Wi-Fi. This should have no problems.
Yeah.
And watching back some of the stream as I did to get to our 1K subscriber video,
It's
you know,
awesome.
some of those old videos, the video quality was very low and we had lots of problems. But I went to the internet place and we upped our internet. I got a fancy new camera. Now I have a microphone. I'm like, borderline professional.
He's invested.
And we, still don't really make any money. But that's
Right. We'll get there.
This amazing lifestyle shot. What you got for me on this bad boy?
So I the only reason I wanted to bring this up, because I think until I saw the one that I brought on the on that YouTube video, was this is getting ridiculous. Like, I think I've pretty much already said everything I have to say about it. However, like, not only are they like, yeah, people who love plants will want this, but also you keep it in your greenhouse. How many
your
people?
Greenhouse, yeah.
How many people have greenhouses in their house? I had one apartment that had a greenhouse, and it was a very odd property in Chicago.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've ever known. Maybe I've had a couple friends who had greenhouses, or have delivered pizzas to houses that had greenhouses. But like, I think it's incredibly rare for someone to have an actual greenhouse in their home. And this is, it's just bordering on ludicrous at this point. Like, they're actually like lampooning themselves by putting this in an actual greenhouse.
Yeah.
And that one in the utility sink has got to be the most ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. Not everyone has a greenhouse, and you know what? We need Moto to tell us if it's attached to your house. Is it a solarium?
Right.
If you have trees in it, then it can be an arboretum.
I thought arboretums were outdoor, but maybe I was wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. And can you have an arboretum at a solarium?
Yeah.
What any of that means? What's a conservatory? I don't know.
Lots of people have a sunroom that I agree with.
Yep.
No greenhouse, only arboretum.
Hey, Moto knows lots
wait
about
a minute.
this. We've got to figure this out. We're just not smart enough here. Grow lights in the basement. That's what I was gonna say. There's a difference between a greenhouse and a grow house.
Yeah.
So
Abaris says that it went out of style after the Victorian era. It's time to make a comeback. Yeah, that's
maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know that I agree with that.
We could try just taking a chunk off this and attaching it to one of our modular houses because it's Lego and you can do that.
Oh, you can.
So yeah, I mean, I think even some of the people in the Tainted are saying, poo poo to this set. It's too expensive.
Yeah,
I'm like, I think it looks nice.
I do too.
It's a little bit of a different vibe.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of new flower molds. Would I just get 4 friends greenhouse, 4 friends botanical gardens and say, I don't need to get this one? I mean, that's up to you. Just make that choice. But I think it's darling, and I'll probably get it.
Brickworld says that the grow house is for questionably legal plants. And that's kind of one of the other things that this felt a bit like. Like, this is some real hippie shit happening here. Like, it does look like hydroponics, or at least possibly. And that's what they're like kind of hinting towards a bit. Brick Dad Build says, make it asymmetric, split down the middle to put on back of modular. There you go. Yeah, that'll definitely make it asymmetrical. It's just a half of a botanical garden coming out of the back of like the jazz club. Makes sense. Steampunk is Victorian.
I don't know. I think it was when you were reading Alberus's statement there, I think.
I don't know. After the Victorian area. I don't know. Did I say Victorian? Maybe I did.
No idea.
Who knows?
Maybe you did. I don't know.
Let me just hit rewind real quick. Joanne says the thing on the right looks like a propagation jar, not hydroponics. Well. Okay, fine.
Sorry, Joe Ellen. I think everyone knows we're stupid.
What's the thing all the way on the left? It's like,
I don't know.
It's
you
like
mean
one
the
of those
thing?
Incense.
Yeah, it's the thing next to the bowl on top of the blank books.
Yes, of course I do. Of course, that's what I mean.
On top of this weird wicker bamboo-y stand thing that they've thrown in here.
Yeah.
I don't know. And there's several pots underneath here because
it's like that's where the pot storage is, but they forgot that one actually had a plant living in it. Yeah.
Who knows? It's definitely not the worst lifestyle shot we've seen, but it is in the same vein as why are you doing this?
Yes.
If we have a greenhouse, we have to go take pictures in a greenhouse.
Yeah.
We already made fun of that by saying, "Oh, we've got a castle, so let's go take a picture of it on a space station."
They must. They must have some sort of evidence that this helps sell, because they're just putting more and more into like the lifestyle
they're
shot.
They're spending the money, and they're making way more money at Lego than we are.
Joanne says, I can see 20 plus plants for my chair in the family room, so this could be a room in someone's house who loves plants. That's true. That's true, but they've really covered all of the furniture in this particular shot.
Yeah. And they had other lifestyle shots too.
Thank you, Amy Schultz.
The only one.
Uneducated does not equal stupid. So Ben, stop calling yourself stupid. Start calling yourself uneducated.
Thank you. I'm just uneducated.
V Macatek says, I think the fountain is poor for $330. I have a better design, and I'm poor at fountains.
Okay, well, maybe you wanted more out of the fountain. Okay.
Can't tree, can't fountain.
I guess if you wanted to, VMAC, you could, I don't know, build a different fountain on there. Just an idea.
And I think Joe Ellen may have a point, because in these shots she is in a very plant-filled room, but also, is it a greenhouse?
There's like 900 plants in this thing. They're everywhere.
This woman has a problem. She's a plant hoarder.
She does. Well, Joellen apparently has got 20 in her house.
Jeebus, we were also uneducated on this. The thing on the left looks like a terrarium jar.
Okay.
Okie doke. Jessica Bevere has lots of houseplants. This build would fit right in. Okay. Now she knows that because she could see it
now we understand
these images. Yeah.
I mean, we're just not that brilliant, quite honestly. I have a feeling there are a lot of good parts in this set.
Slightly uneducated on this topic.
For sure. We don't know the difference between a solarium, a terrarium, an arboretum, a conservatory, a greenhouse, and a grow house. We don't know any of those things.
V Macatek, I don't know why he's on this fountain this way. However, he says if you have a fountain out front of your building, it can't be a backyard fountain. Okay. Omega 1582 says we do not have a greenhouse, but we have way more than 20 plants. 20 is what she can see directly in front of her.
Are they 20 different plants? Or are they 20 of the same plant, Mike?
Are they Lego
So
botanicals?
so here we go. In
Here we
this
go.
picture, we've got some
It's-
artwork. It
Dear
turns out
Lord.
all of our artwork is also plants.
Mm.
So when we're not doing, plants, we're drawing plants or buying artwork of plants or buying Lego plants.
She has a problem.
Yeah, all of the furniture is some shade of tan or green.
It's all wicker.
So that's all that too. Of course, we don't have regular string. We've got to have twine because that looks more rustic.
Amy Schultz has 0 plants. She prefers it that way. I've killed all my house plants. Well, my husband killed them.
I've replaced them all with Lego house plants, quite honestly.
That's not as good for the oxygen. I think that's the point of having house plants. It's like helps clean the air.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Different, and the Lego botanicals are all in the basement where no light is needed. So 20 different plants in Omega's house. That is a lot of plants.
Yeah. Dang. And that's all she can see from where she's currently sitting. He said there's way more than 20.
Yeah. Well, okay. So now that we've talked about this set that everyone hates,
Hates it.
we thought, you know what? That's too much.
Hello, baby.
We should maybe bring the mood back up.
Yeah.
Look at some sets that have gotten really high praise
Yeah.
to make ourselves feel better, because we don't want to get sucked down by all the
Yeah.
hate.
And because we looked at so many of these hated, like these haters hating on this botanical garden, Ben and I kind of like looked at a lot of influencers this week who just seemed grumpy to us. And I think we've delved further into the other influencers, if we can be considered influencers ourselves, the other influencers. It's kind of it's a different world than it is around here at Think Outside the Blocks.
Yeah. We always like to be more positive. And so we thought, well, here, for example, is a set I found.
Oh, nice. That's cute.
It's adorable, right? So this thing
it comes with a random minifigure.
It does. This thing must be getting high praise because look how cute it is.
It is cute.
Yeah, so if you want to see a high praise review, this one 4 stars.
Oh,
Final
nice.
piece is great. Hot air balloon. I still can't figure out how to display this because it can't balance on the little basket.
Aw.
It is good with good instructions in a manual. My biggest gripe is the damn chains. You have to connect them link by link together. Maddening, just doesn't express it. The problem of display and chain construction can't override the fact that it's a well done balloon. 4 stars.
Gotcha. Yeah.
4 stars.
I like that it's good with good instructions.
It's good with good instructions. I wonder if they feel that way largely because they're a Vine customer who got this product for free.
That might be.
Another person, though, suggested that they gave this to their 8-year-old. Not only did they have a difficult time building it, but they were very surprised when there were guns for the minifigure to hold.
That is surprising.
This is a hot air balloon, so I'm not sure why the pilot would have a sniper rifle.
That is a great point.
Very surprised and disappointed in this set. I had to help him build it, where most Lego sets he can do on his own. But I don't know. I think the final product was more the 4-star than the 1-star. Who cares if your random minifigure has a sniper rifle inside a city hot air balloon? Why is that a problem? I don't understand.
Right.
But that's, some positivity. Can't always just be so negative, everybody. Look at this beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Emacs suggests that that's called tactical ballooning. Could be.
Going back here, we had quite a few comments about the lifestyle shots that we missed, which is okay. VMac Tech says, I too keep my paint brushes and use paint cans on top of my stack of junk. And he says the stack of the junk is the most realistic part. We have a bunch of people saying that they don't hate the botanical. Things. The
Grumpfluencers did, as Moto calls them.
Said that he thinks that it's overpriced, so close to the friend set. And then what was it Moto said? Sorry, the Grumpfluencers.
Yeah.
Gosh, the figure is ugly though.
Yeah.
figure looks like a cross between. It's like a hybrid between Playmobil. Super
And
Hawk, by the
Lego.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an odd like little like how is that baby born?
Yeah. We could be considered
Minfluencers.
minfluencers. Yeah. We're not
Sure.
influencers. We're like minimal influencers, or at least I'm from Minnesota, so I could be a Minnesota mini influencer.
Right. It's a European set. Well, Europeans don't have guns.
Now, so Paul John's life, I thought the same thing. Like, okay, you've got to let some air out in order to bring the hot air balloon down. You only need to do that with the BB gun.
Yes.
If you've latched a bunch of helium-filled balloons onto your lawn chair, that's when you need that. A hot air balloon lets the air out itself if you're not firing it, so you can come down without shooting holes in your balloon with a sniper rifle. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, I'm pretty sure that balloon's filled with a bunch of gas that might explode.
That was going to be my point. Yeah.
But maybe it won't, because I mean, you're burning to make it go up. I don't know.
Yeah. Guns and hot air balloons must be a World War I set.
Could be.
Because they did camouflage those balloons so that they could hide in rainbows.
Yes. That is a good point.
There's not really room for that figure in that basket either.
No, there really isn't.
But putting chain links together, they had to put the links together?
One by one, apparently. And they still gave it 4 stars. Can you believe that?
Well, they got it.
I mean, they were very positive and they gave it 4 stars.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling lighter just talking about this great review. I'm already feeling better about the reviewing community.
Me too.
Yeah.
So I totally misunderstood the assignment.
You always say that.
I even asked you for clarity. Well, you found real reviews. I
mean, what's wrong with that?
I made reviews up. I mean, I found reviews too.
That's fine. I can do another one while you get yourself ready.
I'm ready. I can show you my first one. How many do you have?
Oh, like 4.
Oh, do you? Perfect, because I have 3.
All
so
right.
I'll go now. And let's see. Which one did I want to start with?
Sponsored by Skittles. Yeah, hide in the rainbow.
All right, so this is the first one I found.
I just purchased and built what is probably the best LEGO set of all time. Set number 770001, Sonic's Campfire Clash. This set, of course, has the amazing Sonic minifigure and some really great pieces. But the best part of this set is the story. I'm mostly a collector, but I played with this set for hours. Playing camping with Sonic is too much fun when you have a villain robot to interrupt his vacation. The conflict here is epic. This set is really genius. Way to go, LEGO. 10 stars.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. That is very close to what we did last week, but a little different.
Yeah. True.
But yes, I agree. That Sonic set, 10 stars for sure. Actually, I probably would have given it 10 rings. It was me.
So Sarah unironically just asked, "Is the Blockoverse real?" Yes, and you do not want to end up there.
Oh, Sarah, you are a member. When we finally do a Blockoverse After Dark episode, you better be there. You'll see how real that place really is.
Oh my God, can it be the 2 of us and the Jurassics?
Why not? I don't see why not.
I just let's do that, and just have a couple glasses of wine. I won't do the whiskey so I don't get too out of control.
Yeah. Okay, question for that beautiful set you just did. I want to know: Sonic the Hedgehog or Lego Sonic the Hedgehog?
Oh, it's Sonic the Hedgehog.
It is Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah. Screw you, Lego.
It's weird. Every time we've asked each other that, we've gotten it right. Isn't that funny?
It is, but
why do we know
no
this?
Sense.
It still makes no sense. But we do know the difference. Brick Dad Build says, "Don't touch the fun hole. You may actually like it." VMAC Attack and Sarah DeRosa are in. That's good to know. So we'll have to come up with plans to actually do that one of these days. Which is like 11 p.m. on a Saturday. No, I'm kidding.
We'll find a way.
The sun's going down earlier, so we can do it much earlier on some day. Yeah.
Here's another set I found a great review on.
Ooh.
This is very Jack Skellington Nightmare Before Christmas-ish. No minifigures, of course, because you can't do that.
They're towing the line pretty hard there, especially they even have like the cork shaped, the spiral mountain,
like the pumpkin
thing.
top mountain hill thing.
The tongue cliff.
Yeah.
Bleh.
Though what I learned from this
Mhm.
very positive review is it was so darling. But here's of course the review. My first mini brick, far more
Yeah.
fiddly than anticipated. Put one piece on and the entire section breaks off the opposite side. That said, addictive. So much fun. So many little adorable details. Not a toy you can play with after, too delicate, but cute for seasonal decoration. Directions kind of suck, but pay very close attention and you'll figure it out. 5 stars. That seemed like a 5-star review to me.
Yeah.
Just keep in mind that it's fiddly, it breaks apart, it doesn't fit well together.
It's fiddly.
You can't play with it, and the directions are hard to follow. But outside of that,
5 stars. Yeah.
If I wanted to say what makes a set good, I'm pretty sure that all of those things would be negatives. So
Mhm.
the charm must be so great that this still got a 5-star. So it is fiddly. That's what they said. Don't look at me.
I love it. No, I'm just saying it needed a banner because it's fiddly.
It's fiddly, far more fiddly than anticipated.
Yeah.
So 5 stars. We have a very positive review. Yeah, see, Brick Dad Builds nailed it. 5 stars.
We need this one.
Yep.
It's been a while since we've reminded ourselves that popsicles will make your hips wide.
We got so many banners we don't use.
Yeah, no kidding. They're hard for me to find. Wait, give me a moment.
Yeah. 10 rings for Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic's Campfire at 177 pieces, $20. I still can't believe that that's possible. How cheap was it to get 5 stars with all of those problems? Well, who said it had problems? It's described here as so darling.
Yeah.
From Ariana. She really loved it.
Yeah, I'm not sure where Brick Dad Builds is getting that.
Yeah. How is it possible, Brick Dad, that you don't see that? We're just trying to be positive here. I don't know why you don't understand that.
What are the Grumpfluencers? We're trying to shed off the energy of the Grumpfluencers that Ben and I experienced all week in looking at these reviews.
There's only one way to combat a dark cloud, and that is to shine the light on it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Or line it with silver.
Line it with silver or something.
Whatever. I don't know. Yeah, I don't either.
I have no idea. Let's see. I can do one more here before you do your next one.
Oh, sure. Okay.
This set looks pretty cool.
It does. Is it actually on fire?
I don't know. I will say I'm always nervous when the only picture is digital.
That would make me nervous, yes.
Yeah, it always makes me feel like maybe it wouldn't pose very dynamically without like falling over.
Or that they might not even be those colors, or like they might not even be those pieces.
Half the pieces are probably missing. Yeah, but you know.
Yeah, perhaps.
Some people gave it a shot, and here's what they had to say. Let's see here. 3 stars.
3 out of 5. Okay.
Lego being the standard, quality of pieces is below standard. Directions are below standard. Structural stability is below standard. Construction method is not as fun as Lego. I like that there were no stickers. The maker printed on the blocks where Lego would have used stickers. Prices are far better than standard. Shipping speed was great. Manufacturer needs serious help when it comes to the construction of their kits. Too little structural support, putting decorative elements on before the structure is complete, and pieces that can't go together properly, see photo, and things that make no sense. Why do rocks have 2 vents? That's a good question, and more. 3 stars, though. So very positive review of the set.
Yeah. Agents of Morgoth cannot be trusted, says VMAC Attack. And Moto likes this idea of combating the Grumpfluencers.
Yes, and we're doing it here.
We're bringing in the right energy.
We are.
Yeah.
So that there we have it. I'm not sure what tofu dreg construction means.
I was wondering as well.
Yeah, this probably should have been a 5-star review based on what I've seen here.
True.
Price was far better than the standard, and the shipping speed was great. What else do you need? 3 stars? What's wrong with you? 5 stars for sure.
The manufacturer seems to need serious help when it comes to how they construct their sets, but
that's true.
There's no stickers.
It's true. Brick Dad Build says maybe you could get this set at $5 below. Maybe you can. I don't know. I'll have to go look. That would be exciting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where there is one in Chicago.
I know where several are in Minnesota.
Sounds like the freezer section at the grocery store to me.
Yeah. Did you find any other super positive reviews that we'd like to
Fast quick.
highlight?
I found a very positive review
All right.
I'd like to highlight.
I'm ready.
These all came from the same guy.
Okay.
So I thought it had a lot of fun, positive stuff.
Yeah.
This set is from EP Exercise and Play. It's the Friends Cafe Shop and Cake House Building Block Set, 790 pieces for kids, coffee and dessert house toy role play, and creative for girls and boys ages 6 and up. This set is genius. Look at all that comes with it. I'm a collector, mostly, but I played with this set for hours. The best part is imagining the people. It comes with no minifigures. That's right, 0 minifigures. LEGO should take note. They focus too much on shoving dumb minifigures down our throats. Like that Fives figure. No minifigs and houses shaped like heart cakes. This is genius. 13.5 stars.
Okay, full circle.
Yeah.
Because I will say, the first time we entered the Blockoverse
Yeah.
was because you were looking for Friends Botanical Garden, and that's what we
Yes.
found.
And that was yeah.
So that's
This is truth. Yeah,
brought
we're
us
back
into
to
the
it.
Blockoverse.
Yeah, and this guy
13.5 stars.
he was kind of getting grump fluency with the bringing up the Fives figure, and I was kind of like, all right, move on, dude. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I mean, apparently,
A little too grump fluency there at the end.
yeah. He was getting close back to it, but like he at least brought out the, it's just so enjoyable to build with imaginary people and play with imaginary people. Like
Yeah.
that's the fun part of it, apparently. So I was like, I never realized that set. We laughed at it, and it makes me feel kind of bad now seeing how great a set it actually is.
Yeah, we
with
were
all of
just
its nonsense.
stifling our imagination by
guess we were.
thinking that it needed minifigures.
Yeah,
And now, positive review, we feel kind of silly.
yeah.
Quite
And
honestly.
that guy does overuse the word genius. I will say, says it a lot.
He was very excited for that set,
Yeah.
and I understand why.
Yeah, me too.
Amazing.
I also
set.
get it. So Moto says, what? Need to go back to Friends. Okay. Okay. We fell into the Blockoverse that night when I was trying to buy the botanical garden.
You did. That was
and
too
there's
bad.
a whole
Don't sleep on
history of it.
Friends.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
I think before I take the next bathroom break, which is unfortunately going to be soon, we should play Into the Blockoverse just in case
Okay.
anybody doesn't know what we're talking about. But we can wait till the end of the segment anyway.
Yeah. Well,
I think
let's
I'll be
see
okay.
what else I have here.
Oh, okay,
This
nice.
set
Yeah.
had a lot of positive reviews that I found on Lego.com, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Here's a couple of them. Let's see here. Jim in SD, California,
Jim,
says,
what's wrong, Jim?
I've never had such a negative reaction to a Lego set. The design is too special. That sounds positive. The entire tree sits on a hinge piece on the base that is not the least bit stable. You wrap thin brown pieces around it, which looks silly. 1,000 pink frogs sitting on branches made 0 sense to me. The rocks look good, provided they're sitting right side up, which is almost impossible to position the many rocks.
1,000 pink frogs sitting on branches. That's what he took away from that.
Yes. When they are
That's
upside down,
nice.
they look nothing like rocks. It is excruciatingly tedious to build with all the pink branches on the frog. The only thing that impressed me was the base, which looks like a piece of ceramic.
Ceramic?
Yeah, I may have reflected more if I did the summer version first. Hey, that's a good point.
Oh yeah, that's positive.
Hypnotic Martian also adds, I recently
Oh,
built
I
a Lego bonsai tree, which in my opinion is the worst set I've come across. The set is weak, flimsy, and just doesn't look nice. The instructions are very dark and difficult to follow. I contacted Lego about the design, and they said they would pass it on to their product development. It's an awful design, and it's
Good
not
job.
a set I would recommend. So
Awful
there you
design.
have it. I would say this was a less positive experience than I was expecting for this beautiful set that I had bought multiples of for the pieces.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm sorry that your positive journey ended that way.
yeah,
That's
I felt
bizarre.
strange because I felt like this set, a very nice set, very good set. I'm
Yeah.
very happy with it being a $40 set. I just didn't know that it was an awful design that was despised by so many Lego fans.
Right?
I
And like
feel like I should have.
I do now question, why are there thousands of pink frogs in this tree?
Yeah, I think the problem is none of us built the white version, which obviously had problems.
Right. That's the only version I want to build. Joellen Child says I have multiple bonsai trees built in my basement.
Well, you're the sucker, Joellen, because it's an awful design and you should despise it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've got like 4 more of them in here that I use because I use so many of the pieces to build trees.
Gotcha. I thought you had 4 more reviews. I was like, what?
No.
V
Just have one left.
These people would love building the Saturn V. Well, it's unfortunate because my last one is like, I also went to a Lego set that I really liked, and I thought there would be good reviews about it. This guy did the Stone Dragon Temple.
Today we're checking out Lego Set 71819 Dragonstone Shrine. What is this piece of crap even supposed to be? Like, I just hate it. It's stupid. And $120 for this? I wouldn't pay $1.20 for this. It's like a dragon vomiting water. Who is this set for? And this figure? What's with that face? What is he? Taking a dump? Stop, Lego. Just stop already. Complete garbage. I give it 0 stars. No stars for this. Just stop.
It was quite a buzz. I know.
Harsh.
It was quite a buzzkill. I was like, oh, he's so angry about it.
Yeah.
I was like, what's wrong with you? Why on earth have you got yourself to this point where you're like, you're a Lego influencer, and yet you're so negative? Like, what happened to you, dumb bro? That's his name. I don't know if you saw him at the beginning of the first one and the end of the last one. Just as a side note, I think I did not ask for over-muscled Lego minifigures, but I think ChatGPT just naturally adds a bunch of muscles to whatever I ask for. They're Lego figures.
They know.
And they're all buffed out. But yeah, it's just kind of like, this is the definition of grumpfluencer. Like, why, sir? Why, dumb bro, did you get yourself to this point where you have like this influence and these followers, but you seem to only be able to be negative? Like, that's your brand. That's what you're offering, is just like negative takes, knock it all down, don't build it back up, everything's crap, everything's wrong.
I think
everything should be better.
It was just too bonsai tree-ish, maybe.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Moto says he's a sucker. He loves the bonsai. They're best friends forever. I did find one more. This one made a lot of sense to me. So this set had a really positive review that I thought was nice. It's a set that this person would recommend to their friends. So you can see, I would recommend this to a friend. Jonesy doesn't drive the flippin' battle bus. No canon to the lore. It ruins my immersion, and whoever made this set is a fake fan. I would recommend this set to a friend from Duke Flimsy Nose 104.
So I'm sorry, Jonesy doesn't drive the flippin' battle bus. Does one of the other characters that comes with the set drive it?
No.
No? Are you sure?
I looked into this because I was very confused. First of all, I do want to say that nobody in the set is actually named Jonesy.
Okay.
Even though one of the guys resembles Jonesy. But the driver of the battle bus is a mystery.
Okay.
Nobody knows who drives the battle bus. So this particular character, the guy in the green shirt with the pickaxe, he apparently resembles Jonesy, but his name on the box is something like Battle Bus Battalion or something like that. So there's no reason why this guy should have been as upset as he was, but I think he got over it because he would recommend this to a friend.
Does he know that, though? Hey, look, we got a new member, Omega 1582. If you have a song request, please let us know. I have a feeling you're going to want to hear Peely Bone.
Why wouldn't you?
All right, so V Mac Attack is reviewing this live. He says a balloon of this size has no business lifting a bus, shaking his head.
Yeah, well, these are rocket-powered balloons. So,
are they?
What do you know?
That sounds
in the back of that thing. You don't know what fuel's going up into that balloon. I think the problem is V Mac Attack if that is your real name,
I doubt it.
you're assuming it's the same thing that lifts a boring old regular hot air balloon.
Yeah.
But we know hot air balloons with sniper rifles are a big thing. People love them.
Brickhead Brad asks, you want Lego to do something accurately?
Especially if it's based on an existing IP, you weirdo. Jeez,
Right.
Why do we even let this guy on stream? Oh, I remember why. He's a member and he's hilarious, but
Exactly. There's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think Brickhead Brad was referring to whoever Johnny Rockets here, Duke Funny Nose, Flimsy Nose. Oh, Joel and Child also just joined us.
Everybody wants a song today.
Hey.
They're just getting in on the 1K-ness of today.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and we promised Blockleverse first because to explain it to people who wouldn't know. And then as I start to play this, I'll run to the bathroom. And then if you could play Peelybone right after that,
Yeah, absolutely.
It sounds like that's a plan. Where the hell is this song?
Welcome to Blockleverse, no souls around. Cheap sights and sounds, no life to be found. Photoshop toys on twin Siamese. Fathers and sons making IEDs. Welcome to the Blockleverse, everyone is checked. Water slides are funny, hands are grotesque. Car pest police, house cake topped off. Minnie's passed out, her head's popped off. Welcome to the Blockleverse, where dreams distort. Bad Photoshop, orphans in an eastern port.
A new Lego set, can't wait to see. Oh, it's Peelybone, okay, what could it be? Half banana, half bone. It's a bonkers sight. Be it stupid or cute, it just doesn't seem right. Guts, oh, what a sight to behold. Little brown splatters, stories untold. Is it a bruised banana or something else? How did Peelybone end up on the shelves? A banana with a skeleton, what's the deal? A mashup too wild to find the appeal. He's not a doorbell, don't say ding dong. Every part of Peelybone is just plain wrong. Don't say ding dong, don't say ding dong. Just plain wrong, just plain wrong. Don't say ding dong, don't say ding dong. Every part of Peelybone is just plain wrong.
All right. Well, thank you to all of our members, but especially our two newest members, Omega 1582 and Joel and Child, who were our co-hosts, our special guests last week, and now they're members of the stream as well. So we appreciate that a lot. Brickhead says, "What the hell?" Yeah, that's the point of the song. What the hell?
What is with Peelybone?
What is the deal? Yeah.
So I was singing "Don't Say Ding Dong" all day today, and my son goes, "Why do you keep saying that? Knock it off. Shut up. What is this?" I said, "This is the Peelybone song." And he's like, "What's a Peelybone?" So I'm going to have to play it for him later because he hasn't experienced the joy of Don't Say Ding Dong.
Don't say ding dong. He's not a doorbell.
He's not a doorbell.
Yeah.
I'd explain that to him like 7 times too. He goes, "What do you mean by he's not a doorbell?"
It really... It is an earworm, that is for sure. That is it's. I feel very fortunate that we came up with that when we did, and I spent the time doing it because it does fill me with a bit of joy. I will say. But yes, again, thank you for joining us, and thank you of course to all our members. We appreciate the support very much, and Ben and I talk quite a bit about some of the stuff that we can do. Some of the stuff needs me to do quite a bit of work before we actually get there. So God only knows when it'll happen. With that in mind, as long as we're talking about
some suggestions, but they're not just ready to go, unfortunately.
No, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and, as long as we're talking about gratitude, let's thank some of these guys who give us a ton of support. Starting with ACOB. If you are not a fan of ACOB yet, which I think most of the people I see in the chat over on ACOB during their live streams, they are Thursday evening, 8 p.m. Central. Check them out, especially if you're a Star Wars fan. They are also big hypers for Brickworld Chicago. They are our official hosts of the Influencer Alley. So you'll see them every day at Chicago. They're doing live streams. They're running a schedule to get all other influencers live streaming from the show, which is absolutely fantastic. Great guys. Give their stream a watch there. They are using the same garage band we are, and I think they have they're prolific with the amount of songs that they have, and they're a lot of fun, so check them out for sure. We also have in the chat tonight Supahawk Bricks. This is Mohawk and Mohawk and Supa. You can see some of their videos here. He actually proposed to her at Brickworld Fort Wayne a number of years ago, and they're on staff. They helped me a lot during Fort Wayne this year when I was sick, helped pick up the slack of me not being there and getting us set up. And they're always just really great with the public. They really care about connecting people and making sure that they're having a good time. So check out Superhawk Bricks, and of course check out Brickshell Cases, because this, if you are not aware of what this is, you need to do not pass go, do not collect $200. Go directly to brickshellcases.com and check out some of the great products they have here. Started with this very simple concept. I love the ones that hang on the wall and have the magnetic front that you could take it off and change out the minifigures, but they also have just the podium cases. As you can see here, here's a rather large one for 40 figures, but they also have, let's see if I can find it, different, let's try wall mount displays. Nope, that's not where it is. Anyway, oh yes, it is where it is. If you like the Speed Champions or the Lego Technic cars, they have things like this where you can actually hang it on the wall. Some really cool ones for the Technic ones, and then ship stands. If you are into the Star Wars sets and you want a cool way to display these, you have these different products. Sorry, I'm getting distracted because we have another super comment down there. And if you have something enormous like the UCS Millennium Falcon and you want to not put it on your coffee table and take up the entire coffee table, you can display it this way on this very cool stand. That it saves you some room and gives it a really cool action shot, a real cool mid swooshing. And then two of our charity partners with Brickworld. One of them is Little Bricks Charity. The other is Bricks of Hope. They are very similar. If you have money to give, maybe split it between both of them. But they basically are getting Lego sets into the hands of sick kids. So right here you can see Bricks of Hope is up to the mark of 540,821 bricks, individual bricks now in the hands of sick children, thanks to all of the people who support them. And also Little Bricks Charity does a very similar mission, but he's the guy you can see on social media doing the brick walk. It's like a hot coal walk, but he's walking on bricks to raise awareness to his charity and to the fact that there are a lot of people out there who are going through life with a sick child and just trying to provide for them in whatever ways they can, bringing them joy. These two charities are excellent. If you have means, please consider giving to these two charities because they're doing great work out there. So there we have it. And it's just me. Oh, wait, now it's him too. And then we switch each other at the same time. I'll let you do it.
I got it this time, yeah.
Yeah, Supa does love this community.
Yeah. Yeah, some of those the charities are amazing. Obviously, we love Brickshell in particular. But lots of great people in the community, no question.
Papa Rex is here, and he just used his member super to say congrats on 1,000. Thank you, Papa Rex. Thank you for being here with us week after week, and your positive contributions in the Tainted chat. If you have a request for one of our songs, go ahead and throw it out there. We'll play it for you.
Feel free.
Yeah, we've got quite the library of songs now.
Yeah, I mean that was part of it too. When I was doing the 1K video,
yeah,
there were songs I skipped in there that I really like. I put Star Wars Bro in. I wanted to put Apocalypse in there. I ended up putting in, where we introduced it as opposed to where it was in there. The Blockleverse song wasn't in there. Instead, it was the intro or a bit from the Blockoverse with when we
Yeah.
first saw the
I thought it was
C4.
Smart way to do it.
Yeah, so we
Good
kinda
parts, but there's
spread
better
things out.
parts. Yeah. So
Exactly.
so
There's
watch
good
these
stuff in there,
episodes.
but watch them all if you haven't seen them.
And you had the episode numbers or titles, because we've
Yeah,
changed
crazy, huh?
doing the title of the video of the stream as the number episode we're on.
Episode number, yeah.
Look, and I've turned them all into clickbait. They basically all just are some form of saying insane Lego leaks, because that seemed to work. It raised our viewership, but now that we're over 1,000 subscribers, perhaps I can calm down a bit on that and get us back to being honest about what we're showing in the live streams.
You're always technically honest. I'm getting another you might be on Wi-Fi thing, but we're still going for the moment, so I don't know.
Mine keeps
I'm not
going
on
back and forth.
Wi-Fi, and I'm not inside a Lego computer, so knock it off.
Mine goes from 1 bar to full, like every 10 minutes it changes. Brickhead Brad says, my wife's sitting next to me on the couch going down a rabbit hole about a serial killer. This is marriage. Yeah. Real true crime is great. We've got a couple of Lego crime episodes.
Too,
should go check those out. VMac Attack says,
same
Brad.
for sure.
We definitely should do another one. I know Nicole's been very busy because she's kind of blown up with RLFM. People really like her, and so she's like a real influencer and is traveling around the world like doing stuff.
That doesn't mean we couldn't do it. I mean, I want to do it with her when we can, because she loves it.
Yeah.
But we could also do another mock trial. We haven't done one of those since
we have
like
only done
14.
one, and that was a good concept. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, we can't do it next week because you're not going to be here.
It's true, but we'll have to find one. I'm not sure what we're going to put on trial. Yellow Castle was found guilty of hubris.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to find something else.
It sure was.
Hubretic statement.
Yes.
A hubretic statement.
Sentenced to, it had to apologize, I think.
They also say the one about Larry pulling a moto. Yeah, we didn't play the song either. I did show the Larry pulling a moto.
Yeah.
We replayed before the song was a thing. With the music that we put over top of it after that happened. So.
Well, that's the song he requested for his 3-month super. So here we go. Here is Larry's Castle looks so tall or something.
The Grand Fall.
Larry's castle stood so tall, we all sat in awe. Think outside the blocks gave a round of applause. Proud and inspired, Larry showed the grand hall. Physics took over, we all watched the grand fall. Bricks fail, crashing dreams to the ground. In that moment, silence was the only except for Mark screaming, no, 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 no. Troy was grabbing a beer, hey, what happened, bro?
I pulled a moto.
No, you didn't.
I did. Under the castle, so dragons live here, right?
Oh my god, yes.
Level 1 dungeons. We got kitchens. This is a double high. This is the grand hall.
No, 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 no.
Like the grand hall.
I believe everything happens for a reason, and maybe this reason is for you to rebuild it better, bigger and better.
Shut up, Troy. My castle just fell. There's only 6 weeks to go. I'm in a full hell.
I couldn't ask for a better song from the Garage Band for that. Like, they really hit the style and all like just the epic storytelling and just the cymbal crashes. The cymbal crashes made everything work perfectly with that. I was so happy with that song.
Yeah, the best part of all of that is when you go, no, 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 no.
That's all I could say.
My favorite line from the song, of course, is "Shut up,
Shut up, Troy."
So when
I'm
he's
an A full
playing,
hell. Yeah.
So Troy does live stream sometimes with Friday Night Bricks, but he usually plays D&D with Jesse's Brick Galaxy, a frequent host and a friend of the channel, or Jesse, saying no, no, no. So I like dropping a "Shut up, Troy" when I'm in the chat sometimes when I'm able to catch the D&D stream. And so Jesse will tell you this last week on Friday, Troy had an incredible roll and he ended up like killing 2 monsters like instantly. And he was spending all of his time like explaining how he was murdering all these spiders that Jesse had created in the dungeon. And I was just like, if I may, Jesse, if I may, shut up, Troy. As he was just killing everything and ruining the game. So as far as I know, Troy's a great guy.
Yeah.
I shouldn't tell him to shut up all the time, but I just love that lyric from the song so much.
I could not. That was my favorite part of the song. I could not wait to put it all together. Because we were throwing so many platitudes at him, like, you know, it goes back together. Like, it's Lego. That was mostly just structure.
And Troy in particular is like, oh, I feel so bad for him, and
we came into that stream
giving him all the positive energy. And,
totally. We came in the last like few minutes, like they were about to shut down and leave.
They
were like, show us what you're working on. Now we're gonna make this Think Outside the Blocks, and he brought it over, stacked it all up, and just like, oh god. All right, so what are we looking at next?
What are we looking at next? Well,
I don't know. I think close call.
That I've done some last week. Like none of my close calls were close. Everybody said these things aren't close, you fool.
You forgot they were close calls. Okay, I get it. Yeah.
I forgot they were close calls. Instead, they were just discussion points. So this week I put a little more time in thinking harder. And again, we've got our Matt Damon moment. We've always got this up and we just never talk about it.
Yeah.
So is Think Outside the Blocks a variety show? We talked about this briefly at the beginning. Duh. Or Carol Burnett just died so she could roll over in her grave, you moron.
Did she just die?
She did not. She's 91 and living happily.
I would say because she was on a show we were watching.
But
I love her.
She was so insanely offended by this suggestion that she died, rolled over in her grave, and then got back up.
It's quite a joke there, friend.
What do you think? Is this a variety show, or are we just too dang boring? Because we do just sit in front of microphones and talk 48% about Lego.
We did drone on for like at least 37 minutes tonight about the botanical garden.
We did talk
neither
about
one of us, neither one of us has seen it in person.
It seems to me like the variety is us talking about Lego. Quite honestly, because all the other stuff we do is nonsense.
VMAX Deck says we're more like Mama's House. We're a spin-off of the Carol Burnett show. Wasn't that Mama's Family?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Vicki Lawrence.
But when I first floated this morning, you seemed to think, yeah, of course we're a variety show.
Yeah, I'm more interested to hear what the Tainted thinks, because I hate to say that for ourselves. I'd like to be more of a variety show. But you know, our format's kind of our format at this point, and that's okay. That's good.
That's true. Do you think we should market ourselves as a Lego variety show, or is that too extreme?
I would say if we had the production capacity to like create a new song a week, and like we definitely have the production capacity to do some AI silliness. You didn't do AI silliness. You actually found reviews.
I mean, we
fully misunderstood.
Hey, it's fine. My favorite part is when you say, I didn't understand the assignment, and then you nail it and knock it out of the park. You say that, I'm just like, yes, he did. He's just fooling me full of stuff.
The show is secretly run by the Tainted. I think that was one of the things I realized early on. We have a variety for sure. Jesse offers. Joellen says, I love that Peely Bone made it into this graphic.
This is the variety. We had Comedy Hour with Darth Sock.
I love that Peely Bro made its way into that.
He did.
Yep. I think early on, maybe it was Brian Bonahum says, I don't stick around for your live stream because you don't bring any of the comments up. And I was like, oh, well, I'm just talking about planning for because originally it was planning for Brickworld. And it was just like, we would just talk about, we would go through and be like, here's how you fill out this form. Have a good week. Bye. That's all we did at first, was just talk about Brickworld Chicago. And I was basically just trying to like make informational videos that we could use as tutorials to like link to the FAQs. And they're not quick videos, like, so it'd be me talking for like a half hour about different aspects of the show, and so it didn't really work. And I was like, should I bring up comments? And then I think that's kind of been like what's helped us grow, and especially keeping the Tainted around, is we do bring up every comment now. Yes, variety, but no comedic skits. Yeah, I guess if we started scripting stuff for scripting,
we definitely have comedy.
Yeah.
It's just not necessarily a skit. And I think it's because we actually do a pretty good job of keeping each other in the dark when we have something to release that's going to make the other one chuckle.
That's my favorite part of this, actually. Oh, I know what I can do next week with whoever ends up being the guest. I've had something in the coffers for trying something, but I think next week's the week I do it. I just came up with the idea. Sorry.
Your brain's moving. I think because, my favorite part, even though I couldn't stop laughing during the Star Wars film that ends in Ock, my favorite part still is when you go, wait, I'm going to say it. And you're just like, because that like if you could say it without laughing, it's going to be great, but you couldn't.
I couldn't. And then I got it wrong because it was Inquisitor Croc, not Darth Croc. Yep. So Omega says, which would have made sense to begin the channel, but to grow, if that was the intention, obviously more would be needed. Yeah, I think we definitely started coming up with ideas. Yeah. Whose block is it anyway? You're right. And one of the ideas we've had just with Brickworld in general is to go back to the virtual show format, not the actual format we used during the virtual shows during the pandemic, because they were like 8-hour shows that took place in 16 different rooms. We were trying to create like a convention, and people could go to whatever room they wanted to do. And some of these guys sitting there 8 hours, like, this is my display, like, hi, but doing like more like presentations, workshops, like once a month or something like that. And so we're offering those, which we can do through our ticketing software, but then perhaps offering all of the virtual shows to channel members and building our YouTube channel that way, and having a lot of content out there that would be worth $1.99 a month. Why is that hard for me to say right now? $1.99.
I don't know.
Good thing Cooper Copper Kayak isn't here, because I wouldn't want to have to say that a bunch of times tonight, because I'm having trouble.
Have Wolf Mask Shadow Dojo on top of the screen here.
Right. I have having trouble braining tonight. Brickhead Brad says the best thing about sports talk radio is the non-sports talk. The stream is the same thing. Thank you. Someone please explain that to my husband.
I want to hear more about the Jets. Stop talking politics.
Yeah, there's a couple of true crime podcasts I like to listen to that used to annoy me at first, because there was so much off topic, and now it's like I listen to hear what they're doing, which is where I got the idea of Lego Crimes, because I had so many episodes in my coffer for this. So I think we could. I'm not really sure what to say on this one, especially since Carol Burnett is not dead.
No, thankfully.
Yeah. But
I'm excited for Carol.
We could certainly start kicking up some of the more variety show type stuff we do.
I mean, and we do put it in the second hour or the third hour usually.
Yeah.
So we don't front load it with that. But I think most people who are here know that we're going to get into that, which I think is fine. I mean, compared to a lot of the other streams, and I think it kind of depends. If you don't like that stuff, you can just end after the first hour and a half or 2 hours.
Yeah.
You like it?
And if that's all you want to see, you don't even have to watch it live. You can just come back and like forward to the third hour. That's kind of why we have the format the way it is. Yeah. Omega says, those channels in the virtual Brickworld I liked, the ones that had some sort of tutorial. While I liked seeing general displays, the one talking more about how whatever kept my attention much longer. Yeah, I mean that was definitely the mistake I made. Doing it like here, you set up your display and then the ones that had like the presentation rooms are probably the ones that had the most attendance for sure. VMacaTech says like when I asked Matt Husband about his Ferrari shoes, thinking he liked the F1, and he has no idea. He doesn't know the first thing about it. Yes, unfortunately, we both have those Ferrari shoes just because they're cool. Mine are red. His are black. We can go with Betty White.
Well, she is deceased. I don't know if she's, the same variety star that Carol was, because she actually had a variety show, the Carol Burnett show. So, it's
true.
Kind of hard to put one past Carol. She's up in the pantheon of variety showers. Right?
Agreed. Yeah, I love that show.
Interesting. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
If I hadn't done the virtual shows, would I be doing this live stream with you?
We started doing so I chose you for the live stream because when we would have the Eurobricks calls and you and I would hang around and talk about our MOCs afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah, because you and I would stay on Zoom.
Yeah, so I did some of that for the virtual shows. I did tutorials and some other things. It seemed like it went pretty well in my room, but it was hard to judge because you were in your room,
Yeah, no kidding. And I think because we had a Eurobricks room, and I typically went after you. But yeah, it was mostly what we did is so it was long after the virtual shows were done, and we started doing the Eurobricks collab again, and then we started hanging out afterwards.
Yeah, some time to hang out.
Mike says, "Sorry, grammar sucks. YouTube is limiting characters unless I split into multiple messages." You're all good, man. I'll figure it out as I go. It's just hard to like process everything at once.
Oh, we've
live stream brain.
Just go back and listen to the live stream. Mark and I talk over each other. We miss hilariously funny things each other say all the time.
No shit, especially when I'm like searching for something
and hearing it back. I'm like, Mark said that was a killer line, and I was just like, yeah,
100%.
But all right, so I think everyone seems to think we are a variety show, but maybe you don't advertise being a variety show. You just kind of keep it the way it is.
Maybe.
But that's good. I was hoping for more closeness. I'm hoping for someone to tell us we were, what was the word here? Uneducated, which is different than stupid.
Right,
is that what I was told? Or uninformed? I don't know. This in question, though, more burning. How many fun holes is too many fun holes? Is 2 fun holes too many fun holes? Or is 4 fun holes too many fun holes? There must be a right answer to this question.
Yeah, I think I would say 4 fun holes is too many, although I'm not sure.
3 fun holes is okay, but 4 fun holes, you're pushing it.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm trying to come up with if fun hole. I'm trying to come up with an argument for only having 1 fun hole. Because if 2 fun holes is too many, and maybe that's the point.
Is like 2 fun holes you can share, though.
True, but like that's an entire other category of fun hole. The fun hole that exists already does a lot. They've got like lights and weird bell-shaped heads, and if you had 2 fun holes, that's a lot of competition. And that really blows up the 3 fun hole question even more. So I don't know, 2 or 4, this is a close call.
Yeah.
2 fun holes too many, or is 4 fun holes too many? I don't even want to think about more than 4.
It was Medieval and Lighted. Yeah, he did a review of the Medieval Forge.
Yes, and a lot of
sent
people
it to you.
Yeah, I watched it, and it was the comments that were coming in from like other non-grumpy influencers or like respected influencers who might also be grumpfluencers, kind of chiming in and like getting on the fun hole wagon.
Yeah, and I'm like, Jang, you're behind the times. We've known about fun hole for months, if not a whole year.
I would say it was at least a year ago we did Blockleverse for sure.
Well, for sure. The first time we found fun hole.
Pardon me,
the most disappointing part of that entire review is he kind of glossed over the terribleness of the minifigs. He was like, oh, I've got to admit that they can't borrow Lego's design. Lego still protects them very closely. Like, but all that being true, was this the best design? Were they like hey, let's make our sets look exactly like they'd fit a Lego minifigure, and then create this terrible character that can't sit down. It's got a round belly and those terrifying arms that are like pencil thin at the shoulder and then bell out at the bottom.
Hey,
they're goofy, jowly heads. I don't know.
We got to interrupt real quick because we have our first true super that wasn't a pocket super. ACOB throwing in $1.99. It says, let's get emotion. Congrats, boys. Yeah, we're over 1,000. So, hey, you get to request a song there, Sean. And thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for being part of the stream and for encouraging us and giving us tools that we've definitely utilized, like the GarageBand, to make our stream better. And for the advice you've given me over the year plus that we've been doing this. I actually went through and I put up a bunch of footage from Brickworld Chicago this year because we need to send them video and photos for them to renew our A&E status. And so I was putting up a bunch of videos and shorts, and like I just went through ACOB's stream and added to the playlist like all the times he went live from Brickworld, and then found the links to the other influencers he had gotten there doing their live streams. And I was like, this is a really thick package of a girthy package, if you will, of influencers who are at Brickworld Chicago this year. So thank you, Sean, for all of your support. And throw a song out there and we'll play it for you. VMAC Tech says they know people are going to use Lego minifigures in display and play. Yeah, but that's kind of why I think exercise and play has the right formula down. With like, here's a different set. We're not even going to bother with sticker people or trying to make fake Lego people. A random minifigure.
Because, okay, so I think that there's a tiering system for, Lego badness, Lego goodness, Lego greatness, fake Lego, obviously we're talking about Flago.
Yeah.
And Funhole is towards the top of this list. We're not going to pretend otherwise. There's still some issue that perhaps we have with the fact that it's, so close to Lego, and the legality is something we just don't understand, right? So that's kind of where we're a little skittish about, doing a full recommendation. But part of what's interesting about those sets is there are other sets that are, I would say, similar in design that don't have any minifigs, and they do seem less attractive, even if the Funhole minifigures, maybe they help you sell the set, but you'd probably chuck them and put Lego minifigs in as fast as you could,
if they're really trying to compete and be their own brand and like that people would go to instead of Lego, then sure. But why that bell-shaped head? What is that thing? Brick Orphanage votes for four is too many. Only trust three Funholes. Yeah.
Fair enough.
And then Brickhead Brad says, just looked up those figs, wild arms. So the arms completely are also crazy. Disconcerting.
Yes.
The arms and the jowls and
the fupa. They've got the same front as they do back. They have no butt or a fupa or both.
Yeah. Brickdead Build says he will stand up for Funhole yet again. They do well filling Lego gaps.
Well, I mean, and they're of high enough quality that they're not that much less expensive. So you could certainly do all the things like Funhole is doing with Lego outside of the fact that they do have some specialized parts for brick.
Yeah.
The parts they've designed themselves, though, aren't particularly high quality, but they do function like they're supposed to.
Yeah. Brickdead Build says he likes the difference between Matchbox and Hot Wheels. Or he says it's like the difference. Sorry. It's like the difference between Matchbox and Hot Wheels. Anyway.
I couldn't get in on that. I couldn't say for sure. I mean, I think the whole reason is that there's, the plastic color, the feeling of the ABS, and the shape are essentially identical. I don't know if they've stolen molds or just redone them.
Oh, they look like the exact same molds. I mean,
it could be.
Those pieces are so similar. Brickhead Brad made me Google Homestar Runner. Is that what it said? Homestar Runner.
Homestar
it reminds him of those characters. I could see that. Yeah.
Are they terrifying with
ish
goofy little round bodies and arms?
It does look exactly like this one wrestler character. I'm pretty sure this is the one he's talking about. This guy here. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, he's kind of got definitely the torso shape. Maybe less so the arms, because those don't look like they get to pinpoints when they connect.
Right.
And he doesn't have the jowl. He needs the jowl if we're going to go 100% on that.
But that weird egg-shaped body, I have to agree.
100%.
And the arms are like, they're like roundy, curve, like, so I kind of do see the arms in there a bit.
Yeah.
Look up Poopsmith. Okay.
Maybe, but not on screen. That one deserves a pull it off and look it up and then share it if it's okay. But yeah, I mean that is the question. Other people have pointed out that that there are different themed fun holes. There certainly are. There's a wild.
There are definitely
Wild West
different themed fun holes. Yep.
Fun hole, among other things. Okay, maybe a little bit. He's sort of reversed in some of these pictures where it looks like he's got big gloves on, I guess. Okay, maybe a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, I don't know. We just have all kinds of weird suggestions for what these fun hole guys are. But anyway,
type that in.
Yeah, they were certainly blown off as sort of whatever. They didn't really have a pick.
I don't think they look like Trogdor.
They were just kind of like, he's just kind of like, oh, they have minifigs. They can't be exactly like Lego. Here they are. Yeah. I was like, well, you got to say more than that.
Well, here is a dealer's choice for Sean's super chat. Let me see if I can find this because I think
No, I know what to do. I got it. You ready?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Here we go.
Absolutely.
There's a Luke, a Leia, a Han, and a Chewie. Stormtroopers, Rancor, Boba Fett, and Iwakui. Obi-Wan, Tornaker, C-3PO, come on. Do you even Star Wars, bro? 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 Do you even Star Wars, bro?
You gotta do you even Star Wars, bro, for ACOB, right?
Oh, fuck! That's exactly what I was gonna play. I did find it. So we were almost about to click it at the same time, which would have had us stopping and starting it. But yeah, that one has a little bit too much skin even for my taste. So I do want to go through and take a couple of those images out. But just by one image, I think there's too much bro in there. But I just couldn't stop myself from putting that last image in because it was so ridiculous. That like ChatGPT would not listen to what I was telling it to do, and it just came up with this monster with the big orange droid. And I was like, and I had one like Leia in the wedding dress. Yes,
we got a couple shots at Leia, but we did get it eventually.
Yeah, it's a hard one to spell, especially if you're working with autocorrect.
Yeah. Supo said, thanks for reminding me of Homestar Runner. And Brickhead Brad says, anytime, yo.
So Brickdad Builds is still on this. He's a big defender of Funhole. He says he loves his Lego, but he'll build some Funhole. And no, he does not like the figures either.
Hey, and part of their whole design, as terrible as it is because they can still use Lego accessories, hair molds, helmets, weapons, shields. They're all the same. But yeah, Jang does love the fun hole.
He does, and so a lot of people commented positively along with him, like other influencers.
I know.
Also chiming in with the fun hole.
I've been resistant to taking them up on their offer of getting a free set for
maybe you should
for a review.
I've told you should. I mean, they've
just feels weird, man. It just feels weird.
I mean, you've already extolled the virtues of Funhole on here on your own.
It just feels different to like put it on my Instagram, though.
True.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
And we talk about it in the context of Lego and the community and the show. Yeah.
True.
It's not like I'm putting up Funhole MOCs on my Instagram or even here. We just talk about that I've bought in a couple and that they are of decent quality and that I'm morally conflicted about whether or not it's okay. I mean, that's what we've talked about.
Yeah, I was surprised the first time you brought it up and was like, you were actually showing it. I was like, what are you doing? You're killing us.
But it is what it is, though.
I think it's fine. And I think like if the community is starting to look more towards it, like for this, we're doing this for the community.
Yeah.
And if that's what they want, then okay.
I know. And if
So
they
we
ever
look at
get
it.
busted for, doing something wholly illegal,
Right.
then they're out.
Right.
I don't
Of course.
I don't know that they'll burn the bricks because plastic ABS problems or whatever, but yeah, Brickhead Brad says it seems like I have a blue pill or red pill moment there. Yeah, that's kind of what it feels like. Is I'm like committing to a lane if I do something officially for them.
Yeah.
Versus just kind of talking about it in generalities.
You should. Ty Bricky tried it.
So.
Tried what?
Okay. Tried the fun hole reviewing. I don't know.
Well, Jang obviously did.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Who knows if he? I think he said he bought it himself, and it wasn't a sponsored review though. So I mean, he could have been truthful. Maybe he was blowing smoke. I don't know. I don't know that he's honest or dishonest. I don't know. But it's interesting that Jang hasn't brought up anything up at all.
Yeah.
For me in my YouTube history at all until he did the fun hole one. Then it was, fed to me.
Yeah.
So
someone posted it on Discord too.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I was like, did you find it there? But you don't really seem to be on the Discord channel.
Yeah, me. Just another thing to get behind on, right?
Of course. I understand that very much. Someone's trying to get me on Twitch, and I'm like, I don't know if I can learn another thing at this point.
Yeah.
I'm too old. No, I'm kidding.
Well, Brickhead Brad, good for M&R, I guess. I guess I haven't watched. The reviews tend to be very Star Wars based, and I don't need every single Star Wars review. I like to spread it out a little, so I guess I don't spend as much time seeing what all those reviews are. But okay, so there are other creators who have done it. That's exciting.
Brick Dad Build says for Lego A-Foles to acknowledge the competition is solidify your place on top. Kind of thinking that too a bit. I'm not sure how I feel. Oaktown Bricks is here. Hello, Oaktown Bricks. Thanks for joining us tonight. We are celebrating 1,000 subscribers tonight. So if you're not subscribed, maybe join us and make us even happier. Pop Rex says, does Fun Hole smell just like Lego? Like when you open the bag? Interesting question, Ben.
Okay. So I want to say something about this.
Yes.
The bags that the fun holes are in.
Mm-hmm.
Can we use fun hole just like we do Lego? People say Legos. Can we say it's built out of fun holes? Possibly. I don't know.
I think we need to.
I think we do too. So
I think Lego would appreciate that.
Yeah. So the bags that the fun holes are in are actually far more difficult to open than Lego bags. So the Lego bags I can just pop open with my fingers like this. Like the fun hole ones are hard. I end up having to rip a corner off. They don't emit any particular smell. So that is good because I have had plenty of, inexpensive products that I've picked up at a tech store. Like I had a Cat 5 tester and the bag that it was in smelled like chemicals ? Like maybe shoe polish for 6 weeks. I had to put it in the garage. It was so horrible. So Fun Hole doesn't have any particular disturbing smell. But the bags are more difficult to open. Maybe they'll move to paper bags too, which I have still never gotten. I will say I've never gotten a Lego paper bag.
Just going to leave these comments out there without comment because I don't really feel like commenting on other influencers myself or sharing my opinion. VMAC Attack says M&R is a grumpfluencer. Brickhead Brad says that M&R can be grumpy, but he gives every set an 8 or 9 star review. Pockets Master asked, do they use paper bags yet? Obviously, the answer is no, not yet. And VMAC Tech says the Chinesium smell.
That's probably what I was experiencing. It smelled like, I think it was probably the bag itself was fake leather, but it was probably colored by some shoe polish or something. And it just smelled like shoe polish and I couldn't have it in the house. It was ridiculous.
We use FO instead of full Fun Hole. I'm going to go
that's
FO.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I do, the fact that their logo
FOs.
is FO has always made us chuckle.
They seem a little out of touch with their name and their logo.
Yeah.
I
think they need to work on that.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right. So is that it for close calls?
I think so. I only did 2 today.
Nice.
Because
I didn't do any because I don't do stuff.
Yeah, forever and ever rolling with the Yub Nub. It is our Matt Damon on Jimmy Kimmel bit from now on. We're going to talk about it and never address it.
Perfect.
But now I've got to get up a timer so we can do some ranting. And I know Mark's got a proper feeling about Lego flowers.
I've got
that
one.
He wants
in
to
the
get off
coffer.
his chest.
I do. One more. So what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right. I'm ready. I'm ready when you are. I'll pull up the cake.
All right, hold on. So this is what annoys me here. Pause.
The whole timer thing annoys me, to be honest. Like,
I know.
I wish they had one like Ecamm Live where you could just add a timer to the screen, but I could probably come up with an overlay.
Well, and so they've got this annoying bit on my iPhone. Okay, first of all, I need a new iPhone. But that's not going to change the fact that the iPhone has this problem. I can set a 1-minute timer. I can start it. I can pause it. I can resume it. What I can't do is reset it.
Yes.
Why is that not a thing? Why can't I reset a 1-minute timer?
It's the same thing with piece of cake. It is stupid.
But what I'm going to do, and what I've reserved myself to doing, is doing a count up on a stopwatch instead of a countdown. But that's not as much fun.
True.
Let's be honest.
True.
It just simply isn't as much fun.
No.
So let's get it up here anyway. Here we go. We'll add our tiny timer. So I can hit start whenever you're ready.
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
All right. Listen up, Lego. If that is your real name, which I doubt. Why did you start the Animal Crossing line without these new flower molds that you're just throwing into every new set now? I mean, not in the Animal Crossing sets yet. One of the major components of Animal Crossing is planting and crossbreeding different flowers. So you have 7 different types of flowers in Animal Crossing New Horizons. It's the cosmos, the hyacinth, lilies, mums, pansies, roses, and tulips. And they come in several colors. And one of the big challenges is crossbreeding them to get the color, to get all of the colors. Some of them, like blue roses, are nearly impossible. It takes forever. It takes like what's that called? Like a doctorate thesis to explain how to get these blue roses. You need to add these to the Lego sets because it'll make them crazy. Are you waiting for a CMF line where the flowers come with the individual characters? Because you need to do a CMF line too. So let's get on it.
That's the problem too, is that it doesn't have an alarm sound when it ends. Instead, I've got to make it up and go doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. Okay, let's start this rant. I want to talk about yours, but I want to do mine first, and it's important. Here we go.
Okay, I guess we're going. Yeah, sure, go.
Let's go. Okay, Apple, if that is your real name, why does your timer suck so unbelievably bad? I can't reset my 1-minute timer. Guess what? I want to use this weekly. It should just be ready on my phone. I shouldn't have to dick around with it like this every time. Great, I can pause it. Great, I can stop it. Great, I can delete it. Guess what I can't do? Reset it back to 1 minute. Why can't I do that? As VMAX says, Android mastered this stopwatch thing. So in 7 to 10 years, it'll be new on the iPhone. Yeah, they'll tout it like it's their invention and the greatest thing that they've ever done. Look, Apple, I don't have any Apple products. Mark does, and he's great at the thumbnails. Obviously, you're great for some creators. You know what you're terrible at? Designing frickin' timers, okay? So here's the thing, Apple, I'll get your iPhone 16, but only if its timer isn't as terrible as this one. And guess what? I know it's just software and it's going to be terrible. Apple, fix the timer. Oh, my God.
Good rant.
How hard is this?
Yeah.
There's a reset button on the stopwatch, just not on my 1-minute timer.
You have to like close it out and to restart it. Like there's an X. Just hit the X, and then it starts over.
But I mean, I can't even do that. So
because it's on your lock screen. Yeah.
It's on my lock screen.
Android winning. Those Brick Dad builds.
That's so annoying.
Yeah. So when you have it on your lock screen, there's an X that appears next to it.
Well, that's a design oversight, don't you think?
Yeah. I don't disagree with your rant. I think your rant is spot on. I have this trouble with, because we have to time ourselves at the gym because the bikes are old, and my trainer has stopped putting new batteries in them. So here it is on the lock screen. Now you have an X that you can hit it with the X. Now the other thing that annoys me about the Apple Watch, the iPhone timer is if you have it on your lock screen, which it always locks because your phone locks after like 30 seconds, it doesn't give you the second count. It just shows, oh, you're vaguely around 4 minutes. Why can you not put the seconds in there? It's all, but if you hit this X here, boop, it goes away and then you can start it over.
I mean, I can like cancel and go out and then go back in. But then the other thing is when I click on the timer that I want, it's got a recent timer. I can press play to start it.
Yeah.
When I start it, then it instantly starts. Like there's nothing I can do about it. I can pause it and let it go again. So we could always do 59 seconds.
Right.
But we can't do 60 seconds. The other thing I suppose I could do is I could set the timer for 1 minute and 1 second and go through that dance every time.
Yeah.
But you know what the better option is? That they fix their stupid timer.
Yeah, that is a better option.
Why can't I just hit reset?
Yeah, you can also save the timer so it's the same one every week. And then you can quit it and then start it over. Yeah, I totally hear you. Brickhead Brad says that Apple just holds off making it the best it can be, like Lego not giving a figure arm printing. Brickhead Bill says Apple people don't need timers. They run on their own schedules.
I think it's that they run on Apple's schedule.
iPhone designed a button that mutes your phone when you put it in your pocket. What do you expect? Apple and Android, that's like the fun hole in Lego.
Ish. I mean, they're different enough.
Yeah.
But still, it's ridiculous.
Cool.
So do you think those, now that we have tulips, they're definitely going to be in Animal Crossing at some point?
I certainly hope so. Like the roses should be. The roses seem to be making their way into the sets, but like honestly, there's like, 7 different colors that all the flowers come in, and some of them don't come in certain flowers in certain colors, but it's like, black lilies would be really cool. Like, and they had all this stuff that they had in Wednesday, which would be perfect, and Wicked would have been perfect to use these like different colors and I'm just like, just go for it, just do it. Like it would enhance everybody's collection to have so many different types of flowers and so many different colors, like especially the way you and I build. Like we love adding foliage to things. Give people a lot of options. I know there's a lot of people on the stream that would love that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's annoying. And then of course when they do come out with a new mold like this, you'll eventually get them on bricks and pieces, but we have to wait months and months and months to finally get them.
Yeah.
They're going to come in a decent quantity in the botanical garden, but then you're probably not building the botanical garden. And I know most of us, or a lot of us on the stream, build or buy 4 parts. The only kind of exceptions for a lot of people are the modulars.
Yeah.
And now we've got the whole issue with, is it a modular? ? I don't know.
Right.
It's such a weird debate.
It's a hot button controversy, that's for sure.
If Lego doesn't officially put it on that modular page for the history of modulars, then what's the point? Just take it apart.
So Animal Crossing sets need a lot of work.
Yeah.
They're like 4+ sets for creator expert prices. Yes, especially that airport, man.
Yeah, that dang airport.
It makes me so angry. Maybe they will do an Animal Crossing play pack poly bag. Maybe all the flowers will just suddenly be. It's like they came up with Maple's pumpkin garden. She has exactly 1 pumpkin, and those also come in different colors in the game.
I think it's 1 pumpkin and 1 pumpkin stem or something, right?
Yeah. And a pine tree and a cliff. I'm like, you didn't need to put the cliff and the pine tree in there.
Yeah, I think what they're talking about though is those sweet add-on packs.
Yeah.
The winter and the summer and the
now
Chinese New Year one.
Yeah.
Those have lots of great pieces in them. They're a little harder to acquire, but they could do something like that for Animal Crossing. I could see that.
When you listen back to this, by the way, there's something that's happening with your new mic that's either hitting something. Sounds like maybe it's picking up you kicking the desk or something. Just keep that in mind.
I will listen.
Otherwise, the new microphone is awesome.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, really, really like it. Yeah, it's making lots of noise right now.
Well, I was moving it around just a touch, just to see.
So next week I'll be by myself or with somebody.
Question mark.
I'll figure that out in the next couple days. And you will be at some sort of picnic or some sort of parenting obligation.
Parenting obligation, yes.
Z's spouse was like,
Yes,
You're off the live stream for a week.
You are off the live stream. And I believe my kids don't have school the next day for some reason, and then they
Oh,
don't have
cool.
school the day after that because
Oh, I used to love those
will
days.
be election day, and their school is
Oh,
a polling
Lord.
place.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah.
But that's next Tuesday.
Oh, God.
So,
my stomach. Okay.
yeah. So you still have one more stream where you aren't entirely sure who the next president of the United States will be.
Mhm.
Who knows?
Feature
When
do.
I'm back on the weekend after that, we still might not know.
That's true. Don't. All right. Enough.
I'm just saying it's very close. That's all I'm saying. But we'll figure something out for that week. I'll definitely talk to you sometime after Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to talk this week.
No, well, I mean, we can.
Sound like that.
I can help you.
Oh, we certainly can. Oh, that's true.
All right, let's figure out if we can isolate the sound. Is it this?
No. It's that.
Okay,
It's
so
that.
if I hit the desk,
Yes.
like the whole thing vibrates.
That's what I was thinking. That's what Brick Dad Build said as well. And we were right. That is definitely what it sounds like. Chase Oliver 2024.
I don't hit the desk much, but it's possible that like when I'm mad about
That's
pounding my
possible.
fist about iPhone, that it does it.
Yeah, when you listen to this back, you'll figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping up here. Thank you to everybody for getting us to this milestone. 1,000 subscribers is really big for us, and we're coming up with some great ideas. And we're going to turn this into something more than I ever thought we'd be able to. So thank you for joining us on this journey. Thank you, Ben, very much for joining me on this journey. You've been doing all this not only for free, but also for you've been investing a lot of money
For the
into
love.
For the love, you certainly
the
do.
love.
Appreciate you guys a ton. We will see you next week. And I don't have the banner ready. But what do we say?
I don't know why you don't, because that
I have
feels
the-
a little bit like a mistake, but it's not a mistake.
Correct.
Because there are no mistakes. They're only happy accidents. So says our hero, Bob Ross.
A world torn apart by fire and flood. Mutated platypus rise from the mud. With venomous claws and duck-billed beaks, they protect their home from the human freaks. Through the ashes and skies of red, platypus badasses busted heads. Through the ashes and skies of red, platypus badasses busted heads. This is the dawning of the age of Apocalypse. Mutated claws rise fierce and venomous through shattered skies and rivers of rust. In the age of Apocalypse, we fight, we must. Humans beware, this land is not yours. The platypus reign in apocalypse wars.